Yo, 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 what is up, my peeps? It's your main man, Cop here. We are back with another awesome stream for you today. We're back with another of our more Posterity streams. So let's get it started, shall we? We'll bring up the stream. We'll bring up the chat. And we're going to go through the opening cinematic. I'll get stuff set up. And then I get to introduce my cohort.
The past few years have seen unprecedented changes within the eternal land of Quel'Thalas. The Blood Elves, following the will of their crazed leader Kael'thas Sunstrider, channeled dangerous, chaotic magics to transform their sacred Sunwell into a gateway of unspeakable evil. While Kael'thas and his demonic masters were eventually defeated, a different kind of transformation occurred within the Sunwell itself, as a dying Naru sacrificed its life essence to reignite the Sunwell into a fount of holy energy. Now, the Blood Elf Regent Lorthamar Theron sees a new hope on the horizon for his people. Over time, the Sunwell's light could cure the Blood Elves of their cursed state, but many still cling to the arcane powers they've procured and are hesitant to relinquish them. As one of the remaining Blood Elves, you must fight to protect Quel'Thalas and help redeem the soul of your ancient people.
Right. As you see, it gives you the kind of the lowdown of what's happened to the Blood Elves up until a cataclysm. So now I'm going to take a minute here and get my UI set up properly, and while I'll do, I will also introduce my partner in crime, my cohort, Metro, from OneAzerothTV. As soon as he parties up with me here, I'm assuming that's him, Valadimir. We'll get into voice chat. So
Yo.
What's up, buddy?
Nothing, why?
It's a standard greeting, my friend.
Oh, is that why I picked right? Thanks for clarifying.
Let me just get my stuff set up here, and we can get started.
That sounds swell. So, can we talk about it, or while you do that?
Absolutely. Let's do that.
Tell me a little bit about that intro. I don't really get it. What is that? That probably wasn't that way in TBC. I assume it was a different intro altogether at that point, right?
Yeah, because at the start of TBC, you were still following everything that you're still one of Kael'thas's followers as far as you knew. So you were kind of getting into, or you were kind of, it says that you were following Kael'thas, you were doing what Lord Thermar does to get you to Outland and to join the Horde, because at that point the Blood Elves hadn't joined the Horde. But after the Cataclysm, they had to redo it. And I think it might actually have been Moth when they finally redid the opening, because I don't think it was right when Cataclysm came out.
Oh, really? Have you noticed up here by these guards are wearing the new heritage armor? How cool is that?
That is amazing. I like it.
Dude, I would freaking kill for that shield. That is the best shield in the game.
Oh, I know.
But I don't think it works in actual combat. Like, you see how he's holding it? I think it only works, like, if you tip that sideways, it'd probably clip like crazy.
Yeah, I think you could be right there, buddy.
Yeah, it's so long, right? There's not a lot of shields that length.
Yeah. That's...
You know, I have to say, I've been on the alpha so much recently, I looked at the zone and it says 10 to 60, or 1 to 60, and I almost freaking had a fit. I was like, wait a second, they made all the zones scale to 60 now. This is so insane. But of course, we're not on the alpha, are we?
No. I'm going to put on full heirloom gear, by the way, just because.
Oh, okay, cool.
Because it scales to 60.
Right.
Yeah. And that way we're...
That's true. Did we do this for the other playthroughs? I can't remember. It doesn't matter, of course, but...
Yeah, no, I don't think we actually did, but the other playthroughs... I think we might have for that one where we started... No, because the Panda Zone didn't scale, remember? That was the problem we had, so we weren't wearing any heirloom gear for that.
Oh, yeah, we didn't want to get more experience than we had to, right?
Yeah. Because that one only goes to 20, I think. But this one doesn't matter. I'm even using the XP pod.
Got it. Yeah, I won't be, but that's fine. Won't make a difference.
Yeah, plus 10 to every stat in the early levels is gonna be big. I am ready if you are, Mike.
It's been a while since I did one of these. You have the I have the add-on working anyway. Last time we used this add-on Queso. Do you remember that?
Yeah, let me just make sure that I've got Queso up. Yes, I do. I want to make sure one other thing, just to make sure, because we were concerned about it. We were talking ahead of time. Yes, my microphone is on the proper thing. Good. Ready to go when you are, friend.
All right, cool. Let me start the recording.
Victory lies ahead.
The sooner you begin your education, Bellavere, the better for all of us. There is little room for error, so listen closely. The burning crystals, the green floating objects to the west of the Sunspire here, have long been used to power the Isle's experimentations. The mana worms were their guardians, but the Scourge invasion of Quel'Thalas has driven them errant from our lack of magical control over them. There's little choice but to thin their numbers for reclamation. Do this, then return to me.
We will have justice.
All right, ready. So 6 mana worms, fairly easy first quest. What do you think?
Yeah, like I say, these first quests are going to be very simple.
Nice. Now we picked the fancy realm. We gotta. What did we end up picking? I can't even remember.
Windrunner. We're on the Windrunner.
Windrunner. That's it. Of course, and that's a famous name. It sounds familiar. What's it from?
It's from the greatest war chief the Horde has ever known, Sylvanas Windrunner.
You know what I remember, dude? You and I never entered our names in for the election.
Oh, we forgot.
Yes.
No wonder
did
they
you
did.
See what they did because we didn't sign up? They had no war chief now. Did you see this?
Yeah, that's ridiculous. They got no war chief.
Freaking noobs. They have no war chief. Like, they didn't even ask us. I said I was going to do it. I just forgot to fill out the paperwork. The 453 form. You had to fill out the 453, you know? And
yeah, no, I know.
Forgot.
That 453.
Canada, it's probably different. It's probably like the KO5 form or something.
Something like that.
But, yeah.
Oh, let me read. We got a bunch of messages. We got J Storm says, loves the series. Going to be fun, guys. I agree. Stromy says, hello there. Metro's programmed human interactions don't include what's up. Feltog says, long time no see. Sarah says, hi, cop. Hi, Sarah. And Stromy goes, yo, guys, don't play retail because the quest log is broken. I like fire trucks. I think Stromy's account might have been hacked by someone named Matthew.
I really wish that they would make it so the quest would show you what part of the world they're for. Like, it's just not acceptable that that's not like that. I mean, it's just broken, right?
Yeah, like, how do I know this isn't for the Broken Isles, this reclaiming Sunstrider?
Yeah, like, and they never even stated that, like, the Order Hall was a feature of Legion.
Yeah.
Like, I was just very confused.
Yeah, exactly. I didn't know where to go. I abandoned the quest. It was broken for 3.5 years. I still haven't done it.
Yeah, I had to quit. I had to unsubscribe IRL. All right, here we go.
Our enemies will fall.
You have successfully completed your first task, and for that you are to be congratulated. Such success gives me faith that you will turn out better than these young blood elves who fail to heed the lessons of their masters. Continued success will be rewarded, not only with knowledge, but also with tangible rewards as well. Your work here, however, is not finished. There's much more to learn, my young friend. Your effort has made something crystal clear that, honestly, I wish were not true. The unchecked power of the burning crystals has maligned a much larger swath of the Isle's natural balance than I thought. We must now take on more unfortunate measures to reclaim control. The nearby lynxes have succumbed to the influence of the crystals, and they must be put down. Bring their collars, Bellavir, as I may yet be able to fashion a magical restraint to turn some back from being uncontrolled.
Keep your wits
This
about
is
you.
another tough one here.
Yeah.
8 lynx collars. What do you want to do? Split up for this one?
Well, it's a loot thing, so
Yeah.
there's a bunch of lynxes, but there's also a bunch of people here.
I know, that's so surprising how many people there are, huh?
I was shocked yesterday when I did a test run at how many people were doing this, because it's like,
Yeah.
it's very, I can't think of a good word for it, but it's very hard to, it's not as easy to navigate as some of the Cataclysm change zones, right?
Oh, yeah, okay. I'll tell you what, though, man. After leveling, like, a bunch of characters on the alpha now, you are gonna friggin' love Shadowlands leveling, dude. It is so much better. It's unbelievable. Just the flow of spells that you get is so I'm looking at the spellbook on this character. It's a freaking joke compared to Shadowlands. I can't believe how few spells we're gonna get in this playthrough.
Yeah, I know. It is. That's exactly what it is. I can't wait for Shadowlands.
Yeah, it's gonna change the whole game, man. It's insane.
Well, and it's why we're doing this this series to begin with, because Shadowlands is going to be so massive.
Yeah, you're right. That was quick. Which way should we go?
I'm following you, so
That's the problem I see, yeah.
I'm just so used to following wherever you walk.
Yep. Alright, attack skull, guys. Here we go.
The days when I could attack Skull with you all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Glory to the Sindorai.
It gives me no pleasure to ask you to destroy these beasts. While in times past we have lived in relative harmony with woodland creatures, these are different times. The first order of business for all Sindorai is survival. Make sure you remember that. The tower and surrounding areas should be relatively secure, though only for the time being. You have done well in providing us with a buffer of security, but we will need to reassert control over the entire isle if we are to survive here in the long run. It will involve tackling much greater threats than errant mana worms and lynxes. Take this, Bellavir. You will no doubt make good use of it for the task to come. You are to report to my assistant, Lathan Perelian. He will instruct you on what needs to be done next. While we here at the Sunspire will continue to rein in the burning crystals, you will be focused on a more pressing matter concerning Valthrian Academy. Lathan will explain fully when you speak to him. Simply walk west of here along the path, and you should see him standing close by. Good luck, Bellavir. Your continued success shall be rewarded.
Be ready for anything.
There's a lot of quests that just happened. What happens?
Yeah, there's a bunch of quests up in here. And then there's the quest she gave us, which is all the way over there, too. So
yeah. Are these, like, important? Yeah, I guess they're all important quests here,
yeah,
right?
really. I mean, there's quests that we will eventually probably skip.
Yeah. Now, you did this yesterday. How many levels did you actually get? I didn't notice.
I think it was like 23 or 24 by the time I was done.
Jesus Christ, that's insane. This is a really big zone.
Yeah.
The Sunspire had a beautiful vantage of the Sunwell once. Our lives have been turned upside down, Bellavir, but we nonetheless carry on. It is our way. We are survivors. You are to survive this upheaval, to carry on in your own right, then you must learn how to survive. All Blood Elves must do this. You must master your insatiable hunger for magic before it masters you. With all the chaos happening here at the Sunspire, I haven't had a chance to collect my belongings I've left outside at various places on the Isle. I must maintain my vigil over the Sunwell here, so I'll ask you to collect them in my stead. I need my scrying orb, my scroll of scourge magic, and my journal. Use this satchel for some extra space, as my things are rather bulky. Return them to me and I'll give you a little something, you know, for the effort. You can keep the satchel as well. Day after day I stand here watching and watching. I've been accused of dwelling too much on our past, while my eyes look to the horizon. But it is my firm belief that each visitor to this island should honor those who have sacrificed all so that they may continue to do so. Yathramar's Sunstrider was our first king. He led us from Kalimdor through the Maelstrom. Seek out his shrine to the west, and do not return to me until you have read the plaque upon it in his honor.
We will have justice.
Yathramar's Sunstrider, so that's Sylvanas' like super great grandfather or something, or what?
Yeah, that's Sunstrider, not Windrunner, but yeah, it's like Kael'thas.
Oh yeah, different.
Yeah,
That's Kael'thas' Sunstrider, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Anaria Shola.
It's a shame that we've lost control of many of the creatures here on this island. This was once a tranquil place of study and research. Now it's all we can do to keep from being attacked by our own creations. I'm going to offer you a chance to receive a magic boon in exchange for some collecting work on your part. Bring me a stack of arcane slivers that are found on the mana-using creatures on Sunstrider Isle. I will cast a spell on you that should aid your adventures on the Isle.
Remember the Sunwell.
We will persevere.
If there is only one lesson you deign to remember from your time on Sunstrider Isle, let it be this. Control your thirst for magic. It is a thirst unending, Bellavir. What you absorb must be controlled and released via arcane torrent. Failure is to become one of the wretched, hopelessly addicted and insane. Seek out a mana worm and unleash your arcane torrent upon it. Learn to master your power. If you have sufficiently released an arcane torrent, return to me.
Hold your head
That's cool.
high.
So yeah, that's a very important racial. It's not your average racial. Like, you don't learn about that when you're playing an orc, huh?
No. There used to actually be a quest where you would use it like 6 times, but the racial is so powerful it's been nerfed. I think at least 5 times, right?
Yeah, quite a few times. It's been changed. Not necessarily always nerfed, but... Oh, we have to kill these anyway for arcane slivers.
Yeah, it's not 100% drop rate either, so...
Oh, you kidding me?
Vanilla drop rates.
No, it's TBC.
Yeah. Tomato, tomato.
You think?
Very, very similar when it came to stuff like drop rates, let me tell you.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
Don't forget to use your arcane torrent on one of them.
I did it already. You did it for me, actually.
Oh, nice. I wasn't sure that would...
Yep.
Go, got all the arcane slivers I need.
That was fast.
Yeah, actually, I'm kind of impressed with how fast that went.
That's 3 quests. Let's go turn these 2 in first, if you don't mind.
Not a problem.
I have to say, everybody that I've seen in the area has, like, Blood Elf names. I wonder... I thought I was going to be the only person who had, like, a Blood Elf name.
Nah, I did too.
Yeah, it's a good race to be, right?
I love it.
What business have you?
You've done well today, Bellavere. Your willingness to learn shows that you may very well rise above the unyielding cravings you must endure as a blood elf. Rest not on your laurels, young one, but instead seek to master what you have learned. Only through diligence will we survive as a race. Take this, it may be some use to you. Go now and bring glory once more to our people.
Time is of the essence.
Many of the
Our
creatures here in this
enemies will
isle were at one
fall.
point bound into non-aggression and complacency by our magical skills. When the Scourge destroyed the Sunwell, our hold over these creatures shattered. Arcane slivers are the remnants of that control we once had, and as such, might be usable in fashioning a new device to aid us in regaining their control. Better still, perhaps the slivers could be used to see what malaise the isle truly suffers under. Splendid. These will do nicely. I've been doing quite a bit of thinking on the current malaise Sunstrider Isle suffers under. One possible course of action I had pondered was to collect these arcane slivers from beasts on the isle. In doing so, they could be experimented on. This would provide a potential source of culpability. Anyway, I will tend to my research. Allow me to place this incantation on you. I believe you'll make good use of it.
Death to all who oppose
Oh, we got an
us.
incantation. Increase
Yeah,
the
it's a
stamina
nice-
and versatility. Oh, that's
Yep.
nice.
It's a nice little buff. It really is.
Yeah, I bet. So what do you think of the high elf, like the blue eyes and all that you saw that, right?
I did kind of see a little bit about it. I'm kind of spoiled of it now. I was gonna do a thing on it, but got sick and didn't. So, yeah, it's cool. I like it. I've said before, if they were gonna give high elves, they should give them to everybody. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, right, because they're technically on both races now.
Yeah.
So
and I mean, so I've always thought a really good way to do it would be to do it like you do Pandarans, where you get to choose at the end. But this is good too.
oh
Just
yeah,
as a
yeah. It's
customization.
not. It's its own race. It could be better, but of course, I like the way it looks. Really good on the alpha too. I don't know if you saw it.
I haven't looked at how good it looks yet, but
Freaking gorgeous.
I believe it. I believe everything I've seen about Shadowlands is just chef's kiss good.
Yeah, visually spectacular.
Victory lies ahead.
Magistrix Arona told me you'd be along quick enough, Bellavere. The Falthrian Academy to your west, the huge floating building with the ornate spires, is in bad shape. You're going to be leading the effort to recapture it from one of the wretched, a blood elf who has forever succumbed to their basest cravings. I hope you're ready to work. This is not only going to be a lesson about danger, but also about what happens when you forsake the realities of who you are.
Stay the course.
Before sending you to the academy, I want you on another task that needs to be dealt with immediately. Once used to aid us in the gardens of Sunstrider Isle, the bestial tenders now have grown out of our control. Clear them out with due haste, but be warned, their lack of control has made them aggressive. It is such aggression that forces us to put down them once gentle servants. It does not please me to ask you to do such a task, but survival is survival. We'll mourn later.
Shorel Aran.
All right.
Yeah, it's interesting because a lot of these mobs used to be, of course, aggressive, but they're not now.
Yeah, I
'Cause,
see.
you know.
Because they changed the way it works, right? Wait, what are we actually
Yeah.
killing? The trees.
Ten-
the trees, yeah. I
yeah,
see.
the tenders and the other ones.
The chicken tenders?
Yes.
Oh, I see. The feral tenders were probably red, and the regular tenders were probably yellow still, huh?
Yeah, and then everything past this was red after this.
Yep. You got a new comment there. Well, you got a lot of them, but...
Oh, yeah. Daniel says, yeah, make sure to submit tickets for Broken Quest. Always do. Herp Derp Double Derp says, good idea, Stromy. I heard Blizzard take 1 year to reply to tickets from a very reliable source. Yeah, I don't know how reliable that source is, Herp Derp. Hey, High Lord. And Seismical says, hello. Hello to you as well, Seismical.
I had to look that up. That's like a Zoomer way of saying hello nowadays. Did you know that?
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah. I always thought he was just saying it wrong, but now I realize he's not.
Darn Zoomers.
That's what's wrong with your generation. A guy making like a blanket statement. We got people like 40 years different in age. He's talking about your generation like a friggin' idiot.
Oh, bad.
He's famous now. One way or the other.
I should do a cop reacts to Metro stream video on that.
Yeah, and I'll do a Metro reacts to cop reacts. That'd be perfect. Nah, we'll read that first, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, Dathramar Sunstrider, probably like the grandfather or great-grandfather of Kael'thas, so.
Got it. You have discovered the location of the shrine. Upon further examination, you sense a stronger pulse of strange power that has gripped the isle. You feel a bit uncomfortable standing by the shrine, and perhaps a little disturbed. The bronze placard along the side of the shrine reads, "Here stands the shrine of Dathramar, a fitting tribute to a noble elf. Let all who gaze on this monument remember his sacrifice for our people, and his dedication to the cause of our continued survival. All who prosper in Quel'Thalas do so thanks to him." Nice little statue there. It's really just a kind of a pillar, but it's fine.
Yeah. I
thought it
figure
was
it's
gonna actually look like an elf.
I figure it's been up there for, 10,000 years since the...
That's a good point, actually, yeah. He's pretty old, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we gotta get this dude's belongings, right?
Yeah. Book is right here.
Oh, okay, I thought it was gonna be more stuff to read.
Nah.
Alright, let's go wrap these up then. Solian's Scrying Ore, Solanian's Scrying Orb, and Journal. Dathramar was Anastarion's great-grandfather, so he would have been Kael'thas' great-great-grandfather. There you go.
Oh, there you go, Sarah. Dropping the knowledge bombs. Thank you, Sarah. Much as I love Blood Elves, that's not something I ever looked at a whole heck of a lot into, so it's good to have the knowledge.
Yeah, one of the things that I love about the Game of Thrones universe so much is that there's a lot of like ancestry involved in the world. But I feel like in Warcraft, there's very little talk of ancestry, and characters literally don't even have mothers and fathers. Like, you have no idea who they are. They're not written anywhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's unfortunate because a lot of the lore that goes along that is told in other ways. It's like, there's some that's told in the comics and some that's told in the novels, and it's not explored as well. But at least we got to meet Jaina's mother, and
yep.
We saw Arthas's father. We saw Arthas's
but
sister.
that's my point. Like, nobody even knows who Arthas's mother is, right? Is that even written down anywhere?
I'm sure the name is written down in the Rise of the Lich King novel, because it goes into that. It talks about Arthas's early life quite a bit, but I don't think it goes into much further than that.
Got it.
Seismical says Thrall was a child born of blasphemy and malignance. I don't know that that's true. I mean, he's kind of a Christ allegory, but other than that.
Yeah, Seismical really dislikes Thrall for some reason.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't agree with that kind of.
Nobody really could.
Sarah says, "Yeah, I'm looking at my notes. Thrall's mother was blasphemy, and his father was malignance."
Says it in the pages, yeah.
Al Foster says, sup, killed Rawden and got no loot. Sad times. Yeah, me too.
Do you know who that is?
I don't.
That's Willy Leak from Siler's stream. You remember Willy Leak?
Oh, yeah, hey, Willy Leak.
Yeah.
That is very cool.
He's resurfaced after all these years.
Well, I see him in Siler's Discord all the time, right?
Yeah.
Sup, brah? That's my response to Willy Leak's also sup, brah.
Our enemies will fall.
Bellavir, thank you for sharing your experience at the Shrine of Dathomar. First off, you should be commended for your sense of duty and respect. It will serve you well not only here, but in all of Azeroth as well. As for the odd sensation, it is no doubt a contributing part of the taint that has befallen Sunstrider Isle. We shall keep an eye on it. Thank you for alerting us to it. Have you had a chance to find my belongings? Once we reassert our dominance over Sunstrider Isle, I will need them in my work. For now, though, I must maintain my watch over the Sunwell, or what remains of it. Well done, I knew you'd be perfect for this task. Once it's safe to make use of the outdoor facilities on the Isle, I'll be putting these things to good use. Like I mentioned, please feel free to keep the satchel. Also, you may find this piece of armor to be useful. Consider it ample compensation for a simple task performed dutifully. I don't want that armor. He was wrong. Alright, we got one more quest.
Yep.
Level 5 already. What are you, like level 12 or something?
Level 6.
6? You have one more on or off for this? I can't remember.
Off. Because we can't get it to level 20 anyway. And we'd have to go
probably a big part of it, yeah.
Willy Leak says, for thousands of years I lay dormant. And I'm not in Si's Discord. That's odd, because I just saw you type right before we started streaming in Si's Discord.
It's probably, you're probably thinking about my Discord.
Could be. That could very well be. Because I was laughing at your Discord right before we started. And Willy Leak says they changed the Blood Elf stuff. Yes. After the Cataclysm, they changed around some of the Blood Elf stuff.
Glory to the Sindorai.
With the deaths of the tenders gives me no joy whatsoever. It does show that you're ready for the most important task you'll do here on Sunstrider Isle. Take this and put it to good use. You'll need good items and sharp wits for the task ahead. Our reassertion of control over the island depends on it. Betrayer of our people resides atop Falthrian Academy to the southwest. Beladrin is his name, and he was banished from Blood Elf lands for failing to heed the warnings of our teachers and elders. He is the worst of our society, as he lives only to feed his insatiable magical addictions. He refused to learn control. He is a shell of his former self, one of the wretched, and he is a threat to the Sunspire. Destroy him and the wraiths he uses as minions.
We will have justice.
I'd like to hear his side of it.
Yeah, so would I, but the wretched are not big on talk. Big
That's
on
true.
Willy Leak says he's not a fan of the zoomed-in quest giver face. It's an add-on called Queso. It's for immersion. I kind of like it myself. I really do. Stance on baked beans? Seismical wants to know my stance on baked beans. I like them.
What a weird conversation. I just made, well, I didn't, my mom did. My mom just made baked beans for the cookout that we're having tomorrow.
Oh, awesome!
First time she's ever made them.
That's really cool, actually.
I said, like, you know, you could buy them, but there's so much salt and sugar in the ones you buy. It's insane. It's like they're friggin' literally just taking cups of sugar and adding it. It's ridiculous. Oh, what is that? Quest.
Yeah, there's a quest drops from this one.
You found an odd sliver of a crystallized mana on the corpse of a tainted arcane wraith. Sliver is different from the others that you have seen and is dark and sinister looking as the wraith you looted from. Just holding it gives you a sense of unnatural foreboding. Arcanist Helion at the gazebo of the Sunspire on Sunstrider Isle might be someone who could have a use for the sliver. Yeah, just free experience, basically.
Yep.
Standing when they eat beans with toast, isn't that weird?
I have tried that and I quite enjoy it. If it's a firm enough toast, and I really like to use peanut butter when I do that.
Oh god, peanut butter and baked beans.
Well, gotta understand, I have a kind of a thing about peanut butter. One of my favorite things to add to peanut butter is ketchup. So
Alright guys, I'm gonna call it here. Thanks for watching. This is the end of me and Kop's friendship, unfortunately.
I'm sorry.
Pineapple pizza was bad enough, dude. This is getting...
Until you try it, you cannot say that peanut butter and ketchup is bad. I'm sorry. It's something you gotta try. I said the same thing until I tried it.
When we get like 4?
That's like 7.
I think a lot of people probably say that about prison rape too, but I think it's pretty clear that it's not good.
Seismical seems to be down with sugar.
Take heart. Your friends will not long mourn your passing.
Okay. Since you disliked my peanut butter and ketchup so much, I'm gonna jump off and regret nothing.
Oh. That was water, yeah, you can jump. That was voice acted. Did you see that? That was interesting.
I did.
Random ass quest in TBC, voice acted.
It's one of the very few times that they have that, you know.
Yeah, like most TBC quests in like actual TBC don't even have voice acting.
I think Sarah agrees with you that peanut butter and ketchup is not a good combination.
Right. I mean, this is kind of like the situation yesterday. There's just one person who feels one way, and then 99% of the other people feel the other way.
And I'm fine with that. Taste is different for different people. I'm not going to force my belief on you.
You had CTE, right?
CTE.
We'll touch on that later. Let's read this quest.
Anaria Shola.
Heed well this warning. Felidrin the Banished is only a symptom of a much larger problem. His demise will solve our immediate concerns, but all Blood Elves share the potential same fate as him if we let our addiction get the best of us. Felidrin's head. You are to be commended, Bellavir. You've succeeded where others, like Felidrin, have utterly failed. Perhaps you are truly ready to be a contributing member of Blood Elf Society. Your success here means that you are capable of surviving the greater threats lurking in Eversong. Believe me, there are plenty to face. Magistrix Arona wanted you to head over to Silvermoon City in order to aid our reclamation efforts there. That is, once you have successfully addressed the situation at Falthrian Academy. You did not disappoint us. On your way to Falcon Wing Square, south of here, you should speak with Outrunner Alarian. She is not far from the bridge. The Outrunners take care of shuttling goods between here and the mainland, and since you've proven to be so resourceful, they could use your assistance.
Keep your wits about you.
Alright, let's turn this next one in.
Willie Leak makes a really good point, though. At least half of the people involved seem to like that.
That's a good point, actually, yeah.
Yes.
From your demeanor, you seem to be on a matter of some urgency. Is there something specific I can assist you with? This is most interesting, and when I say interesting, I mean more disturbing than anything else. Our efforts to reassert control over the isle in time following the destruction of Sunwell have been a challenge. I suspect that whatever foul source is corrupting the isle is at the heart of all of it. The sliver may be some aid in uncovering what's really going on. You were wise to bring this to me, Bellavir. Take this as compensation for your diligence. Thank you.
Hold your head high.
That was great. Nice little area there. So that's it for this isle, or what? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, pretty much. That's it, and then we're going to go into kind of the ruined
Proper.
part of Silvermoon, yeah.
So would you say that this is like Northshire Abbey, and then the next part is like Westfall?
Yeah, Northshire Abbey, and the next part is kind of like Elwyn Forest, yeah.
My bad, of course. Yeah, I always mix those up. Literally every time we ever talk about them, I always mix them up.
No worries, man. I do that a lot with words, too. Seismical says bellow beer, more like bado beer. I disagree. Boba says, lol, is Metro playing Fire Mage? No, Frost Mage from what I can see. See what happens at level 10. Although it would be funny if you were playing Fire Mage.
That's the plan.
Sweet. Does that mean you're going to leave right in the... if I don't pull correctly as a rogue?
Yeah, probably.
Dang. Guess I better let you pull then.
Oh, hello there, mage. I heard that a resourceful young blood elf formerly in the service of Magistrix Arona might be making their way down here to help us Outrunners out. We certainly welcome the help, especially from someone who's proven to be so competent. Hope you're interested in running an errand or two for us. It's hard work being an Outrunner between Sunstrider Isle and Falconwing Square. Tight deadlines, long hours, and worst of all, the wretched. The road south goes through the ruins of Silvermoon. The place is crawling with wretched, ready to kill for a few mana crystals. Fortunately, I think what's happened to the last Outrunner we sent one of Arona's packages. I see you're eager to prove yourself. Venture into Dawning Lane and see if you can find any traces of our Outrunner.
The reckoning is at hand.
Daniel says, Cough, as soon as you hit level 10, you better switch to sub. Yeah, I don't see that happening.
No, it's combat rogue today, yeah?
Yeah, there's really only one spec of rogue for me. Slashy, slashy.
The Outrunners' belongings have all been stolen with the exception of one package. It seems to match Hilarian's description of Arona's package. You take the package and confirm that indeed it comes from Magistrix Arona. Hilarian would probably want you to bring it to her.
State your business.
What did you find, Bellavir? By the Sunwell, that's the third Outrunner we've lost this month. I appreciate your courage in venturing into Dawning Street. The guards need to keep a closer eye on the blasted wretched. The death of another Outrunner is a true tragedy, but it's a risk we all accept when we take the job. Magistrix Arona at the Sunspire needs to get this package to the inn at Falconwing Square, and she needs it there as soon as possible. We're short-handed, and I don't have anyone else available that can cover for us. I'm not going to lie to you. The path to Falconwing Square can be extremely dangerous if you leave the safety of Dawning Lane. Do you feel up to this task?
Death to all who oppose us.
I mean,
Yeah,
we're pretty bad. You know, we can get this done.
I got Frost now, but we're good.
I have Cheap Shot. I think we're good.
Cheap Shot? Oh my god, that's strong. Did you ever do the Blood Elf Legion stuff, the campaign and all that?
Oh, the the rogue stuff.
Yeah.
Or
Oh,
the-
why? What did I? Yeah, I said Blood Elf, of course. Yeah,
Yeah.
Rogue.
Yeah,
Order
no, I
Hall
never
stuff.
actually got very far in that because I didn't play rogue very much. I was very unhappy with the whole changing of combat to outlaw and making them pirate themed and all that kind of stuff. So I kind of
Yeah.
left it alone.
I gotta try it out. I've never done it myself, but I saw like a talk about. It seems very flavorful. Let's just say that. I'll take a look at it someday.
Yeah, I do too. Honestly, it's one of those things I've been meaning to do along with the warrior, and to get. I want to get all at least the melee ones done, and then maybe take a look at some of the range ones as well. Oh, Daniel here is saying that we've decided to change mains in Shadowlands. And,
Yeah, we're gonna go mage. I've been talking a lot about it with old Gildy Alto. He said
Oh.
it's a really good idea. It was a great idea for him, and it worked out. So we're gonna try it.
Yeah. Okay. WoW Kid says, Top Metro, what's up, buddies? What's up, buddy?
What's up, buddy? All right, ready?
Everything has a price.
Welcome to Falcon Wing Square Inn. May I prepare a meal for you or ready your room? Welcome to my inn, mage. Am I to understand that you have something for me? Thank you. I do appreciate the prompt delivery. While you're here, please make yourself comfortable. If you haven't done so already, feel free to get a hearthstone and bind yourself here. Using a hearthstone will allow you to recall to an inn once every half hour. If you ever lose your hearthstone, simply return to any inn. An innkeeper will gladly give you a new one.
Stay the course.
Let's check out the inn a bit.
Sure, I'm just
Remember
gonna
the sun
bind my
well.
Hearthstone.
Do not loiter. Salama Ashalanore.
This used to be one of my favorite places, honestly.
It's very flavorful.
Yeah, and it has
There's a lot going
cooking
on.
trainers and tradesmen and kinds of good stuff.
I can teach you to cook. That's just swell.
I have learned to cook
Shurelaran.
for no reason.
I still haven't. Oh, a mage trainer. I want to talk about the arcane momentum technique. Arcane momentum is a technique that allows a mage to use their physical momentum to dictate the dictation or the direction of a blink spell, rather than the basic technique of blinking in the direction you are facing. I would like to learn the arcane momentum technique and be able to blink in the direction I am moving. Are you sure you would like to learn this technique? Yes. You have learned a new passive effect, arcane momentum.
Wow.
Didn't know that was that easy. Now we got a lot of quests out here.
Yeah.
Anaria Shola.
The arcane patrollers crafted by our forefathers to protect the city have fallen into a dangerous state of disrepair. They fail to recognize us as their master and will attack us on sight. Even though they were crafted many years ago, the arcane cores that power them are still quite useful and valuable to us. I want you to gather these cores and bring them to me so I can put them to good use again. You will find the patrollers in the ruined section of Silvermoon to the northwest.
Keep your wits about you.
Please, I must feed on something soon. A mana crystal, a shard, anything. The pain is unbearable. You're not getting anything until you speak, scum. I don't know if that's what we should have read.
Anaria Shola.
A group of wretched recently raided a supply of unstable mana crystals from our arcane sanctum. If not handled properly, the crystals could explode with enough force to blow a hole into the city walls. Now, Bellavir, I don't quite care if they blow themselves up while trapping unstable arcane sources, but the whole incident would make my men look bad. Bring me back any remaining stolen crystals you find. They may still be inside their original crates.
The reckoning is at hand.
The city of Silvermoon hereby issues a reward for the head of Thalos the Hungerer, notorious wretched ringleader. He is wanted for repeating crimes against the general populace of Silvermoon, including the murder of 2 city guards. So what, this, I'm kind of surprised by this. So, like, the kind of enemy here is not even related to the Scourge. I thought this was going to be mostly Scourge stuff.
There's actually very little Scourge in this zone. It's all about retaking the city from the forces like that have kind of overwhelmed it, like the Wretched and stuff like that.
Yes, but I thought that the Scourge would be what overwhelmed them, right? Like, what the hell?
Yeah,
These
but
random
Arthas...
Blood Elf dudes who just lost their mind, they can't control that? I don't know.
Yeah. Well, Arthas kind of abandoned the city after he resurrected Kel'Thuzad. He didn't need to keep it taken over. And of course, there was a bunch of they took a bunch back over when the Sunwell was reclaimed and all that kind of stuff. So.
Oh yeah, that was part of the Blood Elf Heritage Armor quest, retaking the Sunwell, right?
Yeah, there was all kinds of stuff like that. There was stuff in BC about retaking the Sunwell. Of course, the Burning Legion had taken control of it via Kael'thas.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
Yeah,
TBC is the expansion I know the least about, honestly.
It would be interesting to, if they ever made a Burning Crusade server, to go through the Blood Elf starting zone on that a few times, actually, because it actually changes mid-expansion.
Yeah, but it won't be changing mid-expansion on that server, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Which is the problem with TBC. Like, I don't think people fully understand how different the start of TBC was to the end of TBC. In Classic, people forget about it conveniently. It changed a lot too. But in TBC, it changed like actual story and the way zones worked and the way things worked about, you know, the way you interface with this. It's just like MoP. It's the same way. MoP did the same thing. The beginning of MoP looked like they were going a completely different place with the story. And then by the end, they pivoted so severely that it doesn't even look like the same expansion anymore.
Agreed. It's definitely very different for sure. And one of the things that really kind of crystallizes that is the Blood Elf starting zone, because especially the Paladin quest in the Blood Elf starting zone. Because originally, you know, you were drawing power from a Naru that Kael'thas had sent to his people to keep them fed and this, that, and the other. And then Kael'thas steals it halfway through the expansion back, and there's just so much development.
And all that's removed, you mean, right?
Yeah, and all that's removed, and eventually you're just trying to find a way to access the light as a paladin. That's kind of similar to the way that undead priests do. You're strangling control from it.
Yeah.
Such a huge zone for the quests that we're giving. Like, and
yeah, right. That's why I was so confused when we started this. I was like, wow, I thought this area was gonna have like 40 quests in it, but it only has these few, huh?
Yeah, it's very few actually. We'll go in and out of it a couple of times yet, but.
Oh, I do every day, dude. Don't you worry. Oh, you mean in and out of the zone, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
That is indeed what I meant.
Yeah. Sosmo's got a rather bleak view on guards. You see that comment?
Apparently, he seems to think it's their job to die. I don't know about that. I think it's their job to stop people from dying.
Honestly, to be fair, in WoW, It kind of has historically been that, yeah.
Yeah, true enough.
But in real life, it's kind of the complete opposite, seemingly.
Yeah.
Which is a bit unfortunate for some.
I am ready and to go and done. I do love the little twirl they gave them to kind of play off of the one that the Night Elves have where they do a somersault.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot that was a thing. And the really funny part about Blood Elf Paladin is when you use Crusader Strike, you put the weapon behind your back. You ever see that?
Oh no, I never did. I never noticed.
Yeah, you do it like a basketball, like like you've ever seen somebody like kind of put a ball behind their back as like an acrobatic type move,
Yeah, you twirl it behind your head. Yeah, that's cool. I never noticed.
You hit them so hard that as you transfer from the right to the left, you swing the weapon behind your back and pick it back up with your right hand.
Nice.
Yes.
Have you succeeded in gathering the arcane cores? You've done well, Bellavir. With our arcane sanctums not operating at full capacity, these power cores will go a long way in supplementing our needs. I am pleased to discover that you're at least somewhat competent, Bellavir. I'll give you another task, since you seem so eager to prove yourself. This is a letter to Laykeeper Candace, the arcanist in charge of the upkeep of the North Sanctum. Go southwest of Falconwing Square. You will find him. He is a very important person, so I hope that you don't bother him too much with trivial chatter.
Stay the course.
Anu Belore Delana.
You have something to show me? That scoundrel Thalis finally met his fate. Good job, Bellavir. Things should be quiet with the wretched for now.
Salama Ashalanore.
Willy Leak says Belfs are fabulous. Agreed.
Anu Belore Delana.
Did you retrieve the stolen goods yet? Excellent work. Besides the constant threat that the wretched present, I also have to deal with all kinds of fictitious reports of night elf sightings. Though most reports are unfounded, one recent incident demands further investigation. The West Sanctum, one of our primary energy sources, has suffered a terrible malfunction, and the rumors of Darnassian sabotage are rampant. Travel there and deal with anyone that looks suspicious. Report back to Laykeeper Viliana, who watches over the sanctum.
Keep your wits about you.
What the hell's that about? Night elves. It's not going to be night elves here, are there?
Oh yeah.
What the hell? Really?
Oh yeah. Just wait until you see what we find, because we'll talk to the. We're gonna drop this letter off on our way to the sanctum, and there's something at the sanctum that you'll find interesting, I think.
That is so bizarre. What's with the 120s? See that?
If it was nearer to Christmas, I would say they were farming small eggs for the... But I don't know.
The dark times will pass.
Yes, mage. Thank you, Bellavir. I've been expecting this letter. Since you're here, Bellavir, I have a favor to ask of you. Laykeeper Villania's apprentice dropped by earlier to ask for assistance. Apparently there's some malfunction happening at the West Sanctum. I've been a bit busy entertaining our most pleasant dwarven guest. See if you can give her a hand. You'll find the West Sanctum southwest of here.
Remember the sun well.
It's the dwarf.
Why?
Well,
what are you
because...
looking at, lad? Never seen a dwarf before? You best be on your way if you don't want any trouble. Glad I could help.
Watch your back.
That's bizarre. What is that?
Well, at this point in the story, the Blood Elves haven't joined the Horde yet. And the dwarves are there, quote unquote, just to be friendly.
Yeah. What's that quest there? Should we pick that up too, or later?
The quest down the road there? Yeah, probably later.
I guess.
Yeah, because we got stuff to do with the West Sanctum. WoW Kid says he feels like the Wretched were a stress test for the Withered. I mean, I guess you could say the Withered were an expansion on the idea of the Wretched, for sure.
Good luck with this guy.
Yeah, I saw in that stream the other day. I don't know, it's something about his dad stopping by or something, you know. Willie Leak says, in Shadowlands with Sylvanas gone, are the Horde and allies friends? No. We'll never be friends. Yo, Astariel. Astariel says yo.
Baladash Malanore.
Could Night Elf saboteurs be behind this? I doubt it. With the load we've been putting on the West Sanctum, it was only a matter of time until something went wrong. Now look around you. Things aren't exactly in order. We've seen a severe malfunction at the West Sanctum. Let us do our best to prevent matters from getting worse. It's about time that dimwit Candace sent someone this way. Warned of this danger of increasing the load of the West Sanctum. Now one of our energy converters is destroyed and the arcane wraiths are pouring out of the Sanctum. Going to need you to take care of these creatures before we send any more in for repair. Make haste.
Farewell.
Ciano Italiani says, hi, Cop, best zone ever. I tend to agree, dude. Like, this is one of my favorite starting zones.
Yeah, if only it could be like HD models. Oh my god, would it be insane? It's a bit old, huh?
Yeah, I just realized something. I need to switch my spec.
Why? Oh, you're level 10 already, I see.
Yeah.
That was a blood thistle. That's a herb. Never heard of it.
That's an herb. It's specific to Eversong Woods, and it used to give a really nice buff.
Oh, seriously? That's
yeah.
weird. Never heard of it before for that reason, I suppose.
Yep. That's good, good, and good. Sorry. Did not mean to hold us up there.
Oh, you're not holding anybody up, dude? I'm still killing stuff.
Willie Leak says, this one is so good and the Draenei is so bad. I don't necessarily agree with that, Willie Leak. I like the Draenei one too, but it does take a long time. But I do like the story of the Draenei one.
The documents contain detailed maps of different strategic buildings in Eversong Wood. A diagram of an arcane sanctum is also sketched in good detail. There seems to be numerous notes in a language you don't recognize. As these were carried by a Darnassian spy, it might be a good thing to bring them to Captain of the Guard, Aeldon Sunbrand. Bags are filled. Gotta delete some of this stuff. That's fine. So this is actually like a pretty important story bit then here, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, about the Draenei stuff. Oh, go ahead, sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I really like the Draenei starting zone, but it is long, bruv. Like, God, it goes on forever. It took me like 7 hours to do the whole thing the one time, remember?
Yeah, I remember.
Did like a full 6.5 hour stream and then we barely finished. I don't even think we did finish that day.
No, I think you had to come back, but to be fair, you were doing it naked.
Yeah. Still, it's not gonna take 7 hours to do this. One way or the other, no matter how slow we do it.
Agreed.
But the Blood Elf is just better. It's just way better lore. Like the Draenei, I don't know, man. The WoW version of the Draenei, they're not the Draenei that we learned about through Warcraft 3, you know. So I don't have as much interest in the characters. But
yeah.
After getting introduced to them, they're definitely a great addition to the universe.
For sure. Because, of course, well, the Draenei that we get introduced to in Warcraft 3 are broken Draenei, right? So that's a whole different thing.
I know, but the ones that are in Warcraft 3 are not, like, there's no mention that there's unbroken Draenei. It's never even thought about, so...
Yeah,
I'm not sure where they went with that, honestly, why they did it, to be honest. But there must be some, like, reason that's not necessarily a game. Because if they wanted to just bring what they brought from Warcraft 3 ahead, like they did with Blood Elves, they would have just made Broken as the race that you play as.
Yeah, I think it was just a design choice, honestly. Aesthetics,
yeah,
more than anything.
They look poor, right? That's the thing. Oh, watch out. Help, help, help.
I got you. Ain't nobody killing my squishies.
Speaking of, I see a very large stream boss. Any story there?
Oh, about a week ago, one of my mods, Short Punky there, dropped a $100 tip in the stream. It just destroyed Theo's stream boss, yeah.
Little stupid Theo, friggin' noob.
We finished? Yep, we can turn it.
Yep.
The eternal sun guides us.
Night elves, hear those rats. Do you suppose they had anything to do with the malfunction in my sanctum? If you have any information, you better take it to Captain Sunbrand at once. Thank you, Bellavir. Now that we have the rates under control, we can send someone in to address the damage. Hopefully there wasn't anything permanent.
Time is of the essence.
Reward. I feel like it's time to start coupling quests. What do you think? Like one bit of dialogue for both of those quests, because it's just so weird. You turn the one in and she's like, what the hell, Night Elves? And then the next one she's like, hey, thanks a lot. It's like, wait, what? You're no longer shocked about the Night Elves?
Yeah, absolutely. However you want to read him, buddy, I am totally down with.
No, I don't mean me and you. I mean,
oh,
in
yeah.
the game. Like, the game needs to do that.
Absolutely.
It's just odd. It's just weird. It's like herky-jerky the way it's written.
I think the reason behind it has to do with you can turn in one of the quests without turning in the other one. Like, you can turn in the mana race without doing the Darnassian one, so...
Oh, yeah, of course, that's the case. I'm just saying that nobody would ever do that, so they should try to make a way to couple it, like where you turn both in at the same time, and she gives a unified dialogue for both tasks that she had to do, you know?
Yep. Yeah. I would totally 100% get behind that. Say, like, oh, the Darnassians, maybe they did. That's why you had to kill all those wraiths. And give you both at the same time. Willie Lake says he likes the human start zone. Murlocs and Hogger, good fun. 100% HP, help. You need help with something, Willie Lake. I don't know what it's the Murlocs.
I was having trouble. No, he meant me because I said help. Alright, here we go.
Glory to the Sindori.
You've got something for me? Let me take a look. Are you sure you found these on a Night Elf? They're clearly written in Dwarven. From what I can understand of this letter, whoever wrote these did not cause the malfunction, but rather was sent here as a spy to observe the results of it. They call our endeavors reckless and dangerous, but who? Of course, that envoy from Ironforge. We were fools to trust anyone belonging to the Alliance. Listen, Bellavir, this is a very delicate situation. Even though we've identified the spy, we cannot kill him out in the open. We cannot try to capture him either, as the risk of him escaping is just too great. I want you to go find Prospector Angerward in the North Sanctum and kill him. Do this in a quiet manner, but we don't want word to spread that we allowed a spy into our city. Bring me his head as proof. Ironforge will not learn to meddle. Ironforge will learn to not meddle with the Sindori.
The reckoning is at hand.
Wow.
Yep.
A dwarven spy. That's a weird... Feels kind of odd, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, there are dwarven rogues, but it's just kind of odd that the Alliance chose to spy
not many
on
of them, yeah.
No.
Yeah.
They tend to be loud and boisterous dwarves. Great to see you.
Yep, glad I could help.
See you soon. Just have to say, despite the beard, I'm not a dwarf, I swear.
You're too tall.
It's true.
You got my attention.
What are you looking at, lad? You never seen a dwarf, then? You need a moment of your time, sir. Ah, you must be the lad assigned to show me around the Eversong woods. Took your sweet time to get here, didn't you? Oops. Why, yes, of course. I've something to show you right inside this building, Mr. Anvilward. Very well, off we go. Let's see what you have to show me. What manner of trick is this, Blood Elf? If you seek to ambush me, I warn you I will not go down quietly.
I know, that seemed pretty quiet to me.
Yeah, the fact that we cut his head off, it's just... that always concerned me. For, like, humanoid quests, I can see beast maybe a little bit. You, like, kill a tiger and you take the head or the pelt or something like that, but... You just killed that dwarf and cut his head off. That is, like... That's a war crime, right? Like, you can't do that. Even if he's a spy, you gotta send the body back to the... Right? Like, I mean, it's fucked up, man. I don't know. Kinda dark.
Preaching to the choir, my friend.
Well, it's like, he's like, I need his head as proof. It's like, no, you don't. You really don't, dude. If the guy's not there the next time you walk by there, I think he's gone, right?
Willie Lake is proposing that there's gigantism in dwarves. Yeah, they call that normal-sized people. And they had his keyboard for 10 years and it's finally dying. I have a 10-year-old keyboard I'm using, so...
That's why I don't use keyboards. It takes me forever. I don't know what the joke is going to end up being, but you know where I'm going with it.
I know where you're going.
Yeah.
The dark times.
Did you take care of the intruder? So, the deed is done. Excellent job. Word has been passed to the Ranger General, and believe me, the dwarves will pay dearly for their treason. You've been of great service to your people today, Bellavere. I have another task for you, Bellavere. Ranger Degolian. Did you say that? Degolian?
I don't know.
What do you think? Okay.
I went past it already. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's fine. I wasn't sure. I have another task for you, Bellavere. Ranger Degolian has sent to Fairbreeze Village. Okay, I'm struggling with this one. I have another task for you, Bellavere. Ranger Degolian was sent to Fairbreeze Village to find out more about a wretched attack on a nearby shipyard. He has requested reinforcements which we cannot yet provide.
Keep your
Sneak him
wits
out
about
and
you.
grant him whatever aid you can. Fairbreeze Village can be
Glory
reached by
to the
following the road
Sindora.
out of Falcon Wing Square, all the way south. Good luck, Bellavere. No. Oh, I'm finally 10. Let's go fire. We have Fireball and Fire Blast. These are good spells or what?
I hear that they're good. I hear they work really
I don't
well
know
with
about
something
that.
called Combust or something like that.
Combust. I'm not gonna be getting that today, I don't think.
I don't
Let's see what the
tend to
next.
What business?
You think we're gonna get to around 20? So let's see what we're gonna get. Oh, we're gonna get Pyroblast at level 12. That surprises me. Scorch at 14. That's maybe useful.
Shorel Aran.
And then Hot Streak at 14 as well. That's about it. Blink is 16. Fire Blast rank 2. 18. Fire Blast always deals a critical strike. That's rank 2. That's interesting. I didn't even know there was like, wow, there's a lot of rank 2s, rank 3s. Fire Blast now has 2 charges, rank 3, level 48. That's interesting. I thought that was like a Shadowlands thing, that all these rank 3s and 2s and stuff.
There's a lot of stuff that you get along the way. It's just a lot of it is so passive that people don't pay attention to it.
Yeah. We have to go this way. Wait, what happened to... Oh, yeah, the West Sanctum we were already over to.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's hard when I look at the game. I don't ever associate it with the map, unfortunately, a lot of times. quest.
I get that.
Victory lies ahead.
You there, you must help me, please. A fellow apprentice and I were attacked by the wretched. In their mad hungers for magic, they took everything that they can get their hands on. Mana crystals, wands, spellbooks, everything. Melidor gave chase after them. I had to stay behind and look after what they didn't take. Continue down the road and see if you could lend him a hand.
We will have justice.
This quest line. It's a lot of going out of your way, but it's really good.
Nice.
Willie Leak asks if we've killed the elf who led Arthas through the defenses. No, that's a guy in Ghostlands. That's the end of the Ghostlands. We won't get there today. And apparently he complains in the forums until he gets mythic gear for some reason.
That's how it works, huh?
I think that's how it works now. I'm not sure.
Baladash, Malanore.
They're gone now. Scared the breeches out of them with a well-placed fireball. Unfortunately for me, they threw our precious cargo into the river. Those blasted wretches sure can run fast at the sight of someone who will stand up to them. But let's not worry about that now. I need to find my instructor's elemental grimoire. I'm certain I saw one of those cowards throw it into the river, but I cannot seem to be able to locate it. I could use another set of eyes. I'll throw in a bit of coin if you spot it.
Farewell.
I see it.
Yeah, I don't know what this guy's talking about. It's not that hard to find.
Well, he doesn't have the quest, like, highlighting situation.
Oh,
it's only
that's
players have that. NPCs don't have that yet.
I see. I was confused.
Victory lies ahead.
The book is completely soaked. Instructor Anthiel's not going to like this at all. Here, take this money. I have an idea. Anthiel is going to fly off his rocker when he finds out his book is ruined. I've got a little proposal for you. Don't worry. I'll make it worth your while. Take this book to him and tell him nothing of this incident. If he asks, just tell him you dropped the book in a puddle. He has no direct authority over you, so there's not much he can do. Anthiel delivers his lectures at Still Whisper Pond, southeast of Silvermoon. You'll do this for us, right? I'll reward you handsomely for this favor.
We will have justice.
Okay, first of all, the dude knew the book was in the water, and then he was like, oh, it's completely soaked. What the hell did you think was going to happen? It was in the water. What the hell?
Yeah, him and that other apprentice are totally shady. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, really? Well, there's a quest to our, like, east as well. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. I mean, that's the quest line to take the soaked book back. Or no, you mean to the east up? Yeah, that's at the top of the Dead Scar there.
Yeah, so that's later. We'll do that.
Yeah, we can do that when we're taking the book back. Right?
Got it.
All scales. It doesn't matter what order we do them in now. Belgrave says, is Metro streaming? Nope, Metro is recording.
Right here, yeah. Hey there, guys. Let's turn this quest in first, then we'll pick the rest up.
Sounds good. Right behind you.
Thanks for coming, Bellavere. Things are worse than we anticipated.
The eternal
Wretched have taken over Sunsail Anchorage in its entirety. Sunsail Anchorage has been overrun by wretched scum. As soon as we manage to get reinforcements to the area, we'll show those thugs who's boss, Bellavere. In the meantime, you can help by showing them a bit of discipline. Go in there and show them we are not to be trifled with. You'll find Sunsail Anchorage just to the west of Fairbreeze Village.
Remember the Sunwell.
The dark times will pass.
It's shameful that we Cinderai have lost so much of what we used to call home. It shall not be long before we regain our strength and retake our southern lands back from the Scourge. Thank you for your help, Bellavere. While I get things back in order, I'd like to ask you for a favor. One of my former apprentices embarked in a very dangerous line of research. She journeyed to the East Sanctum in the middle of the Dead Scar. I worry for her well-being. See if you could find her and convince her to return to her senses. I swear that I'm going to fireball someone if I get one more request from Lord Southier concerning supplies for his party. Do I look like a party planner? Between you and me, that fool and his sycophants are living in denial that we're under attack here. Some of us are actually busy with, oh, I don't know, defending what's left of Quel'Thalas. Mage, would you please head over to Southrill's Haven and see if you can shut him up? It's just down the road to the west. My nephew was sent into the Ghostlands a few days ago. He never mentioned anything about his task, except that it was extremely secret nature. He never returned, and I fear the worst, Mage. A missing messenger might not mean much to the callous magisters of Silvermoon, but he's like a son to me. Please, Bellavere, will you look for him? Is the answer to that no? Is that in the other zone?
It's pretty much the last quest we're going to do in
Hold
this
your
zone.
head high.
Okay.
Is finding him. Sorry, still had trouble turning around there. Sorry, I was far away. Sorry.
Our enemies will fall.
The Springpaw that inhabit this region are known for their high-quality pelts. We've even seen Night Elf scum travel to these lands just to poach them. Our skirmishers with the Amani have put a bit of a strain on our supply of gear, and our rangers don't have much time to hunt for pelts anymore. If you'd be willing to lend a hand by collecting Springpaw pelts, I'd be happy to reward you with a handcrafted piece of armor. You'll find Springpaw stalkers all around the woods north of here.
Shorel Oran.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I went into the inn first, and then...
Yeah, I didn't realize there was quest there. That's my bad.
Then I had a bit of trouble turning around. My hand shook a little bit, sorry.
Do not loiter.
Don't take the safety of this village for granted. We're under siege by Scourge on the east and the Wretched to the west. Ranger Saren keeps our borders safe from the undead that pour in from the Dread Scar. Following the road eastward out of town... Okay, I messed this all up. Ranger Saren keeps our borders safe from the undead that pour in from the Dead Scar. Follow the road eastward out of town and see if you could lend her a hand.
Salama Ashalanore.
A foul taint in the soil precedes the expansion of this scourge into a new area. The protective runestones along the border with the Ghostlands have warded the land against this taint in the past. The westernmost runestone was destroyed during a scourge attack, which forced us to burn the ground around it to prevent the taint from spreading. My sister, Lariana Riverwind, watches us over the Scorched Grove. Go find her. She might have some work for you.
Farewell.
Everything has a price.
Welcome, volunteer. We're running low on supplies here, but Silvermoon has promised us material assistance. That's where you come in. Take this list over to Skymaster Brightdawn. He'll have further instructions for you on how best to get up to Silvermoon City.
Remember the sun well.
Yeah, that's just that quest to fly to Silvermoon, right?
Yeah, exactly. We cannot do that one, I think, for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna drop that. I won't drop it, but I'll just hide it so it doesn't show up over. Actually, I think can you just turn it in and get it out of your log?
Yeah.
Without actually flying there.
Yep.
Okay.
The reckoning is at hand.
Then we just
right.
not pick up the follow-up to it. Be good.
Yep.
Belgrave says, what are we doing? We're playing through Eversong Woods, Belgrave, for Posterity.
Yeah, let's kill these. Like, there's so many lead-ins. We just got like 6 lead-ins, didn't we?
I know. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of lead-ins.
Let's do all the quests that are actually just kill stuff first and get these out of the way.
Okay.
Because I feel like the video is going to be really awkward if we just keep starting new stories.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh my god, Fireball's such a long cast compared to Frostbolt. It looks pretty good, though.
Yeah.
These are what we have to kill, yeah.
Yeah. Any
My
spring
inventory
pause.
is a joke.
You want to go and empty it while I kill stuff.
Yeah, I think I might have to.
I'll just kill stuff here and come and loot them.
Willie, you can get a PD PvP weapon. If you look in your PvP tab, the first conquest reward for a new character is always a weapon. It's probably 10 times better than anything from LFR.
Yeah, the first two are actually weapons, and one's a 440, and then the next one's 445. So.
Oh, is it only 440? Maybe it's not better. I don't actually know what LFR gives nowadays.
I don't either off the top of my head. I think it's probably equivalent, honestly.
Yeah, it probably is. But it would be a quick, guaranteed weapon.
Yes, exactly. Do the whatchamacallit, the faction assaults in war mode. You'll get a bunch of conquest, and
is there a whatever it's called, a brawl this week as well? I don't know.
I don't think there's a brawl this week. I think it's I'd have to actually look.
Good look right now, right? Oh no, you have to actually be the right level for it, I think.
Yeah.
Next brawl in 2 days, it says, yeah.
Yeah. The other thing is you're going to get PvP gear out of your PvP chest too, right? So, oh, LFR is 430, so yeah, it's by default better.
Oh my god, 430, Jesus Christ. That's freaking worse than Season 2 gear. That is such a joke.
Yeah. LFR, they really need to just get rid of LFR.
Yeah, I think they should just make it a solo experience that you can go in and get one guaranteed item and do it. That you only ever do it once. You get to see the story, and that's it. It should not be looked at as this weekly thing that people keep doing over and over again, because there's just no reason to convince people that they should want 430 gear.
I agree. I totally agree. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
You
it's
wouldn't get
confusing people, right?
Yeah, you wouldn't get people doing it to grind for stuff like AP either.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. It's confusing people into thinking it's something that they should be doing regularly when there's absolutely no value to that gear.
Yeah. I mean, you're almost better off going and running Mythic Eternal Palace at that point, because it's such a joke now.
Yeah, you would be. Absolutely. I mean, people like that aren't able to do that, but yeah, Mythic Eternal Palace gives better gear than that. Heroic gives better gear than that. You can buy the corruption though, Willie. You don't need it anymore.
Exactly. The only corruption you can't buy is the one from the Slappers, because it's only on that one piece of gear.
Yeah, he plays the Paladin, so he doesn't have any specific ones.
Oh, good.
God damn. Spec is slow.
A is Nate Pog says Ubu. I think that's some kind of anime thing, so I'm going to say Ubu
It's like
back.
an anime thing, yeah. Confused young boys say that, I think, a lot.
I don't know. There are some more quests here we can pick up that kind of go with the Wretched Thugs and Hooligans. So.
Right.
Willie Leak says Mythic Eternal is 445, Heroic is 430, so there you go. You're better off hugging Heroic Eternal Palace to get your gear if you all you want is 430.
Anaria Shola.
Thank goodness you made it, Mage. Those slimy Grimscale Murlocs have pirated away my cargo. It's bad enough that the wretched have stolen what little magical goods I had, but the Murlocs took the rest. What does this land come to? Could you retrieve my cargo? I can't expect that you'd be able to get all of it back, but I'll be grateful for any of it at this point. It was the Grimscale Murlocs in the huts, just to the west and south of the anchorage on the Golden Strand. I'm sure of it.
Be ready for anything.
The wretched grow bolder every day, Bellavere. They've achieved enough coordination to launch an assault on Sunsail Anchorage. As if that weren't embarrassing enough, most of our weapons were left behind when they attacked. Bring me back our armaments so that we may show those ruffians who's boss.
We will have justice.
Just down this way, it looks like.
Yeah, we're not going to share the collection for the armaments, I don't think. So.
Perfect. So you'll just be behind the whole time then, is that right?
Yep. That's how we usually do it.
Yep. The Zoth gives 1,000 rep with what?
Yeah, that's just what I was gonna say. What could the
First
Zoth
time I've heard of
possibly give
that. What the
rep
hell are you
with?
talking about? Rep with who? Freaking Rathian? Is there actually rep?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You gonna attack that thing or what? Jesus.
I tried to pick its pocket first, and like an
Oh, is that
idiot.
why? I was wondering what you were doing.
I missed the first attack.
Oh, what the hell am I doing? I just realized. Where's my yak? Oh, I don't have a mount. God, do you have a mount yet?
I don't think so. Give me a second.
I can't transmog any gear anyway, right? This is has to have stats on it to transmog, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to wear the heritage armor. I just realized I've been doing this whole time.
Oh,
to wear
yeah.
the heritage armor.
Yeah. I can't mount up until level 20, so... I mean, I can get on the heirloom mount, but that doesn't help
Yeah,
me
I
any.
need to be able to transmog. That's weird. I could have swore that you could have did this from level 1.
I think you can transmog the heritage stuff at level 1. Like, I don't think they don't have the restrictions on that.
You can, but how the hell are you going to transmog it? Like, you're going to run all the way to Silvermoon to transmog it and then go all the way back to level 1 and start over?
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely looking at running to at least Silvermoon, if not Orgrimmar. I don't even know if there's a transmog vendor in Silvermoon.
Oh yeah, maybe there isn't. I didn't even think about that.
Willie Leak says the Aldem Accord gives rep with the Aldem Accord. I don't see how.
You must mean the quest that you have to kill N'Zoth gives rep, I guess.
Oh, I betcha, yeah.
Killing him himself definitely doesn't give anything, but
yeah,
there's a quest to kill N'Zoth for the first time after you finish the storyline.
I remember.
Oh, that wasn't he was marked like he was for a quest, but it didn't seem like we had to kill him yet.
Yeah, he's for a different quest. But he did give me some cargo, so.
Yeah. That's fine, dude. I'll kill this one. Just run right by. No big deal.
I didn't see one.
Oh, that's fine. Did you see Siler was streaming today?
I did. I didn't get a chance to drop by. I felt bad.
He was streaming on YouTube. How cool was that, right?
That is amazingly cool. Good to see.
Yeah, I thought so. I said, what about Twitch, though? He said, fuck them. I was like, oh, nice. Something bad must have happened, I guess. I don't know. He had like 300 viewers on YouTube. I think he doesn't care about Twitch anymore.
Yeah. Nice.
That's what I said, man. I mean, like, if you're going to actually make videos on YouTube, there's, like, streaming on YouTube is always going to be better.
Well, yeah, because it's just, your stuff is automatically there.
Yep. It's funny, too, because with all those people, I didn't recognize a single person. So there's a lot of people watching YouTube streams. A lot of them maybe would just be my viewers, too, who are also getting recommended his stuff, but they were all separate.
Yeah, there's a lot of people watching YouTube stuff for...
Oh.
Warcraft now.
Interesting. What you have found here is waterproofed leather tube containing a number of sheets of parchment. By the markings upon them, the pages are clearly navigation rudders, and each bears the signature of one Captain Kelisandra. You've heard of a small defended camp just east of Sunsail Anchorage. Maybe the captain is there? Maybe, maybe.
I did not get that quest.
Really?
Yeah.
It just dropped from this Murloc. You didn't get it?
Nope. Can you share it?
I can't share it either, but no.
Crap.
Well, that's it for you. I guess I'll always be ahead now.
Kill some more Murlocs that we dropped.
Yeah, I probably will, to be honest. I wonder if it was supposed to drop from that Murloc. The named Murloc, huh?
Maybe.
Maybe it was just bugged somehow. Because he's got an exclamation point. Like, are we coming back here to kill him?
I do know that there's a quest to come back here and kill him later.
Oh, okay. All right, forget it then.
But you know what? When I was doing this yesterday, I did not get that quest to drop for me at all. So it's kind of a thing. We can't. I don't mind just doing it on you because I've got heirlooms on anyway. It's not going to affect me.
Oh yeah,
so.
one way or the other. I'm lucky that I got it since it'll be in the video. But
Yeah, I don't mind.
Anyway, we didn't finish this other quest.
Yeah, we need thugs. We need armaments. Willie Leak says they were all in Siler's stream because he was in chat. I don't think that's quite how that worked, but
You think that, right? I don't believe that, honestly, to be honest. But
I see one in the
care.
water.
Yeah, good luck with that. I'm gonna blink down there and get it.
I love the way Blood Elves swim. I always have it. It looks like Naga, you know?
Oh really? Oh
yeah.
Yeah, it kind of does. I see. That's cool. Dude, I'll tell you what, Tauren. I was playing that Tauren DK on the alpha. Oh my god, is their swim animation ridiculous looking? It's like they're like pushing the water instead of swimming. It's like they're like so big that they're like, get out of the way, water. It's like the things they're doing with their arms are like unnatural, it feels like.
That's cool. I like it.
You'll have to see it. It's really strange.
I need into that alpha so bad, buddy.
You do, but I don't think that has anything to do with the alpha. I just never did a Tauren underwater before, is my point.
I'm sure I have. I just don't recall it being that hilarious before.
Yeah, I never had. I mean, maybe I saw it, but it just looked really strange to me. Like, the way he was trying to navigate the water was not the way a normal animal would ever try to do it, I felt like. Okay, well, this quest sucks. Where the hell are all the boxes?
There should be some in this tower as well.
Oh, really?
I'm at 4 of 8, so.
I'm at 0 of 8. Oh, the tower entrance is behind. I was going around the back here thinking it was here.
Sneaky, 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 sneak. I wasn't in stealth, so I was no longer stealth. You got polymorph, nice.
Yeah. So if you ever need a quick heal and we could duel and I could heal you to full.
Nice. Your definition of quick and mine are somewhat different.
Well,
I think the time required.
No, it says regenerate health very quickly. That's what it says. It's meant to be so you don't ever polymorph something that's at like 10%, you know?
I get that. I'm just saying that it's the process itself is not quick. Maybe the heal is quick, but the process itself not so much.
Yeah. You're right. It's something a lot of people did in Classic when leveling together. Like a warrior and a mage would level together, and the mage would constantly duel him to get him to full health. It's actually the best heal in the game, pretty much.
Yeah, I believe it. This is a really good combination. I stun them, you nuke them.
Yeah, we're crushing mobs. Pretty cool. Mage and any melee is always a good combination, I feel like. Wait, who is this?
Oh, this is another guy we're
Alderaan
gonna come back to kill later for a different quest.
Okay. I still have very few boxes.
I am almost done. I have 7 of 8. Going to jump off into the water.
Yeah, there was a box that just freaking jumped right by it and landed in the ground here.
Yeah, I'm done. So any other boxes we see are yours.
Got it. That's in combat, so I was hoping you were just going to kill it.
I wasn't aware if it was in combat or not, because I wasn't in combat with it. I will kill it. You get boxes, I will kill the sheep.
Sweet. I just didn't want it to aggro me while I was trying to loot the boxes, that's why I sheeped it.
Actually, one in the cart as well. I don't know if there's one down.
Nah. Just a flavor. Just a little bit of a flavor thing, not actually in there.
I see one over here. I actually see a couple over here.
Me too, yeah, we're good.
Darn wretched. Leave Metro alone. He needs boxes. Need any more?
No, that is it. So I guess we'll go back and turn all these in.
Sounds good. Probably we'll see some spring paws on the way. We can get some more pelts. So we need.
Oh, you didn't finish the pelts quest?
I need one more pelt.
Sorry, I didn't realize.
Yeah, no worries, man. It's just as easy to come by and do this quest too. It's right here. Seismical says, hello, sorry I'm back. Mythic Ashar is still so rough. Pepe handlets. Oh, I love this, like, dock area, so cool.
Me too, I
Hey,
quite like this area, to be honest.
As do I, it's quite flavorful. So she says, hey, Copy Metro, sounds like you're having fun. I know I am. I love this zone.
I'm not really having fun at all, I don't know why you would suggest that.
Aw, sorry to hear that, buddy.
I'm just kidding. I got you.
Your dry wit gets me every time.
It was pretty good. You're convinced. Yeah, you were really convinced.
Squishy says, I almost missed the water earlier. And it's true, but I have a lot of experience jumping off of that particular building.
He missed it. Why, was he in the desert or something? Or where was he?
I was, I think he meant I almost hit the dock instead of the water.
Oh, I see. Yeah, okay. I would never have thought of that. All right, here we go. Let's turn this in.
Anaria Shola.
Did you gather the lost weapons yet? Great job, Bellavere. Let's show the wretched what we're made of. The wretched are so oblivious, gorging on foul magics that they haven't even realized we've recovered most of our weapons. We can't expect them to remain in their stupor, though. Now is the time for a decisive attack. Let us make an example of their leader, Alderaan. He was spotted on the top floor of the building by the anchorage. Bring me his head. I'll reward you suitably.
Farewell.
What business have you?
It's all a mess, Mage. It's all my fault. I was warned to get out of the dock while there was still time, but did I listen? No. What am I going to do now? The sickly blood elves, the wretched, they have made off with my magical goods and ate them, I think. I'm pretty sure that that means that they can't be retrieved. And the Grimscale Murlocs pirated away the rest of my... Okay, this one. Let's turn him in. Hello, you're a sight for sore eyes. I know it's crazy for me to be here. What with the anchorage overrun by the wretched, Valendris and his rangers have sworn to protect me on the condition that I get out of here as soon as I've recovered my cargo. What's that you have there? It looks vaguely familiar. Oh, you sweet, sweet mage. I had no idea that those disgusting Grimscale Murlocs had also pirated away my navigation rudders. Without them, I would have no chance of navigating the seas again once we retake the anchorage and repair the ship. Thank you very much. Here, take this coin as a sign of my appreciation. I am grateful for the assistance of someone like you, Bellavere. It almost puts a smile on my face, but then I realize what these monsters have done to my ship and what's happening to Quel'Thalas. Have you managed to retrieve any of my cargo? You did it. You saved me from ruin and delivered my revenge upon those disgusting creatures. Now, if I can just get these pretty rangers here to help me with this cargo, I'll finally get out of here. I'll have to come back when Valendris has retaken the shipyard. Here, take this coin. It's what little I can afford, and the least I can do to reward your efforts.
Death to all who oppose us.
Okay, let's head back.
Alderon's head. See, I don't know how many people fully, understand just how many times I've done this zone. I used to just do starting zones for the longest time in BC, and this was like my favorite one. So I've done this zone a lot.
That's funny. And you never got that Murloc quest.
Well, not. I remember it as soon as you started reading it. I remembered it. That's like, oh yeah. But I never got it until last night when I was running through here.
Yeah, same. Alright, we're gonna cast Power Blast here. That's literally by the time I finish this cast, you'd have killed the mob already.
That's okay. I let you get your Pyro Blast off, just because. Currently, Willy Leak is trying to find Mythic Pug.
Yeah, I saw. Good luck.
Yeah.
You can definitely find the first few bosses easily, no matter what.
Yeah, you should get some gear off of it.
Be better off just doing normal Nyalotha, but I think he's done it already.
Yeah. I think you are correct. Plus, I mean, since it's still Season 3, it can still Titan Forge, yeah.
Yep. 445 is the max item level. I'm sorry, 455 is the max item level. See, literally, you killed the mob before I finished the cast of Power Blast. That's crazy.
I think I got a crit. I think that was what that was.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
It's a 5-second cast, dude. Don't know why they even give you the spell. It's probably only going to confuse people.
Yeah, at this low a level, people are going to be like, why would I ever use that?
Right, yeah, you really shouldn't ever use it, probably.
Oh, I thought you were going to get the split pull off there for a second.
Me too.
I think there is a treasure chest here. I'm going to grab it because you got that extra quest.
That's right. Yeah, you grab it, not the guy in the heirlooms, right? You should get it for sure. Wait, did you get it?
I did. I'm sorry.
Oh, we were both. Wait, what? We were both able to get it? That was weird.
That
is
is
not
weird.
a TBC, or this is not a Cataclysm treasure chest, that's why. It's just an actual, like, classic treasure chest type treasure chest.
Oops.
Didn't give experience, did it?
No. Did not
why.
actually give experience.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I fell off, and this time I didn't hit the water. I'm
Same.
very, very damaged.
Maybe
But
alright.
I'm in the water now.
Oh. Alright, I guess I'll join you. Splish splash, as they say.
Well, it avoids the mobs this way, right? So it's actually probably quicker.
You're probably right, yeah, it's faster. Didn't know we were doing a speed run though.
We're not.
I know you're here.
Oh. Oh. Just pull this blade out of my heart. Ugh.
Yeah, it's probably hemorrhaging blood now at this point. Oh, we're almost 2 hours in already.
I know.
Here we go.
State your business.
Well, do you have his head or not? If I've no time to waste, Bellavir. You defeated him after all. Undoubtedly, my men softened him up for you. My jest mage, you've done well. You'll make a name for yourself if you keep your nose clean.
Shorel.
Yeah, his men were like literally not in the picture.
His men didn't help him, unless he count me and you as some of his men.
We're part of his men, or maybe he's counting the withered. They were there.
Yeah.
You want to go up this hill? I don't know, the Scorch. There's so many freaking quests now, dude. I have no idea what to do.
I say we get the spring paw pelts.
Yeah, let's turn that in first. That's
yeah,
right,
and then we
right.
can turn that other one in. Situation at Sunsail in. Do I have a talent now?
Wow, it's impressive.
Do you unfollow while I attempt to use my talents?
Sounds
Remember,
good.
the key to talents. I can see what you're doing.
Not working, huh?
No. What a guy. I noticed the first fence I got caught on, and I was like, no!
Never again. There's a lot of people who just go on follow, and I don't know why. So I've gotten really good at just stopping them from annoying me. And this used to happen all the time in like the early days for some reason. In like Wrath and stuff, people would like go on giant flying mounts and then just go on follow when I'm on the ground. And it was just like this obnoxious winged creature just kind of blocking my view. Was that all you needed?
That was all I needed. We're good to go.
Yeah. I just got really good at getting people stuck.
Hey, fair play. I mean, I tend to get stuck really easily, so it was a good try.
Yep.
Anaria Shola.
That'll teach them not to mess with us. Good work, Bellavir. Your help in subduing the wretched has been invaluable. The Farstriders would surely have use for someone like you in their fight against the Amani trolls. Look for the Farstrider retreat to the northeast of here. Speak to Lieutenant Dawnrunner and see what assistance she might need.
Remember the Sunwell.
You're back. Did you bring the
Our
pelts?
enemies will fall.
This will do perfectly, Bellavir. Take this piece of armor as reward. I'll be able to make more with the pelts you brought me.
We will have justice.
Anyway, where should we go now? Up here, I guess?
Let me just have a quick peek, see what we've got.
There's quests everywhere, literally.
Yeah.
I've never seen something like this before.
Selther's Haven, I say we don't do. Just because it sends you all over everywhere, including into Silver Moon City, just to pick up supplies for him. It's essentially a fetch quest with no real value to it. We do Ranger Severin, then we could hit the Wayward Apprentice, do that stuff, and then go up to like Farstrider Retreat, taking the fall, and then come back around. You know what I mean? Just
Okay, sure, whatever.
Head east, up and around, and then back down. We can even,
Got it.
after we're done taking the fall, we can even, if you really want, take a flight path back to the village and make it quicker that way.
Alright. Oh, look, I can make a table already.
Thank you. It's quite
I didn't know I
useful.
could do that already. Oh, look at Valpera Hunter.
Nice.
The eternal sun guides us.
You're here to help us. Well, why didn't you say so earlier? We can always use a hand.
We will have justice. Our enemies will
We've
fall.
experienced a marked increase in Scourge attacks, Bellavir. Our defenses are barely holding, and there's no sign of reinforcements from Silvermoon. Lend us a hand in defending the village by thinning the numbers of the undead roaming the dead scar nearby.
Shurelaron.
Yes, this is just kill mobs.
Yeah, this is just kill mobs on our way to the Sanctum or whatever they said, the West Sanctum was where the apprentice was.
Got it.
Seismical has a weird question, and I don't know how to answer it, so...
Nobody does. Best
Wow.
not to try.
Yeah. WoW Kid doesn't remember the sun well, and does remember the sun hurts like hell, though. Yeah, I'm a redhead, so I tend to agree the sun hurts, but you need to remember the sun well. It's just a thing you gotta do.
But yeah, no, Seismical, I'm not wearing any gear currently.
I'm wearing VOAs. Anger Shades are the wrong mob. Need to go south a little bit to get the last one.
Yeah, I realize that. It's probably the next quest then to go there, maybe?
Yeah, there's we'll be going back and forth across the Dead Scar for a while.
And this is what, like, I still don't really understand what this is. This is like what Arthas's path was from...
Yeah. When he was entering...
Right?
Because it's the you know, even though the tainted ground in Warcraft 3, this is essentially what this is.
I see.
Wayward.
Should we turn this first quest in first, or what?
Yeah, we can. Absolutely. There's no reason not to.
Yeah. It's just I feel like we're getting really segmented here, and I think it's going to be hard to follow after I cut it all up.
Yeah, I get you.
Because we're like, all this travel that I do, we usually cut out, so it's going to be like jumping between quests that are nowhere near each other in the video.
You. Like I said, it's very disorganized because it's a BC area, right? It's still 100% pure Burning Crusade.
Yeah, I really wish they could remake part of this.
I
thought they would with the Blood Elf heritage, but I guess that's out now.
I really thought that if they were going to do it, a really good time to do it would be for Shadowlands, but, you know.
Yeah. Too many good... Shadowlands is the time for too many things, you know, unfortunately.
Yeah. There's only so much they can do. Yeah.
Yep.
We will persevere.
Many thanks, Bellavir. Our job is a thankless one, but today you helped make it a bit easier. This increase in Scourge attacks leads me to believe that there might be a malfunction at one of the protective runestones at the border within the Ghostlands. We use these ancient stones to protect us against the undead. Most of them were destroyed or lost after the attack on the Sunwell. Follow the road south towards the Ghostlands and look to the west for a small path. You will find Rune Warden Daerin at the runestone nearby. He will know whether anything's wrong.
Salama Ashalinore.
It's funny, those runestones, remember I was talking about those?
Absolutely.
When I was making that Blood Elf race for Warcraft 3, I implemented the runestones as like a type of creature that you could use. It's funny.
It's nice. And that's, like I said, I went and found them for you. So you could see what I was talking about. Like I said, it was a really good idea you had, for sure.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing that in-game finally. All these years later, however long that's been. What's that been, 2 years now since we talked about that?
Feels like it.
It certainly does, doesn't it? Lots happened in the last few months. I was making that before the The COVID and everything came out.
Yeah.
Crazy.
The last few months have definitely felt like a couple of years, for sure. Sure, everything's gone.
Yep.
I know I certainly feel older.
Baladash Malinore.
It's so nice of my old mentor to check in on me. It's too bad she lost faith in my research long ago. Don't waste your time trying to get me to return to her. You can either help me with my research or leave. This was a fully functional arcane sanctum before Arthas and his army of Scourge decided to plow through it on their way onto Silvermoon. Now it's as useful to us as any part of the Dead Scar. The soil is tainted. Undead are drawn to it, and the energy in the ley lines is completely disrupted. What I want to know, Bellavir, is whether this taint is reversible or not. I want you to collect soil samples from this area so I can study them. Perhaps with time, we can set things back to normal.
We will have justice.
Should probably go in different directions because we won't share the collection.
Oh, right, okay. So this is actually meant to be Blight, I guess, then, right? And is
Yeah.
this the only place in the game where Blight exists? I don't think I've ever seen it anywhere.
Here and in the Ghostlands is the only real place where it exists.
Yeah, just this, because it's the same. Like, the Dreadscar goes all the way from here to the Ghostlands, but
Yeah. Exactly.
other than that, it's weird, right?
Yeah.
It was such like a core. Oh, look at that guy's doing the heritage armor. Damn, that's cool.
Nice.
It's funny, he's got Lord Tamara riding with him. It's like, what's that guy doing?
Riding with Lorthamar Theron.
Yeah, that's a pretty powerful ally to have at your side.
Yeah, I heard he and Thalystra started dating or something like that.
Oh yeah, I gotta read that. Did you read that?
I haven't read that yet. I've been meaning to, but I keep forgetting. And
I forgot
like
entirely until you brought it up.
I like it though. I really like the idea of it because they're two very
Thalystra's
similar.
the Thalystra's the night elf, right, or whatever. What's the name?
Nightborn. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, Suramar may be the best story. I guess I'm not hugely into story, but man, is that friggin' story just excellent.
I agree. I totally agree. I had a lot of fun doing that Suramar only challenge a little while back, even though it broke.
Yeah.
It nearly broke me. We were, what, 15 hours into that one when I got to the point where we
it was a pretty long one, dude. Yeah. It's crazy. Well, unfortunately, Suramar does not currently scale on the alpha, so it makes me wonder what the future holds there. A lot of the other max level content does scale, so I still don't know what to think about that whole situation. It's so weird that the Isle of Quel'Danas scales and like some other things don't, so I don't know.
It's just got to be stuff that's not finished. You know, just stuff not implemented.
It could be, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense that Isle of Quel'Danas would scale and like other zones wouldn't. Like that zone is so out of the way, it's unbelievable. The only thing I could think of is it's somehow like linked to this zone, like in the mapping of the game. Like it's the only thing I could think of, because the Isle of Quel'Danas is so freaking far away from everything else. It's so weird, don't you think?
Thing is, the Isle of Quel'Danas isn't part of the Eastern Kingdoms in the maps. It's actually part of Outland. So that's why you get the Outland.
Well, neither is this zone. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. This is part of Outland as well. So that's, I mean, since they fully scaled Outland, that's probably why this got scaled and Quel'Danas got scaled.
Right. But the comparison I'm trying to make is that the Isle of Thunder is not scaled, even though everything else in MoP is. But the Isle of Quel'Danas is scaled.
Gotcha.
So it's like, what's happening? There's obviously some massive inconsistencies. Like the Isle of Thunder and the Isle of Quel'Danas are basically, or whatever, Quel'Danas, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Basically the same implementation within the video game. Like they came in a patch, purely max level content, and that's it. There's nothing else there for leveling, but one scales and the other one doesn't. Why would that ever happen? I guess we'll find out someday.
The only thing I can think of is maybe person X was responsible for one and person Y was responsible for the other. And, you know, person Y just hasn't gotten around to it yet.
Person Y, what a friggin' noob. It's probably lower, right?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
I'm right behind you. Let's go.
The dark times will pass.
Are you done collecting the samples I asked for? Excellent. I will cast an augmentation enchantment on the samples so that I can more clearly analyze the taint on the soil.
Remember the Sunwell.
Such dark energy. How can this be possible?
Our enemies will fall.
Something's wrong,
The reckoning
Bellavir.
is at hand.
Wait, what's going on? Oh, because you're turning it in now too, maybe?
Yeah.
Got it.
The eternal sun guides us.
Something's wrong, Bellavir. I sense the presence of Scourge. Be ready to fight them.
Be ready for anything.
Oh, Garsul the Remorseless. Uh-oh.
Didn't realize when it got through to you, sorry.
Yeah.
Baladash Malinore.
Oh, man. My endeavors are hopeless, Bellavir. The very nature of the soil has been altered. The taint is irreversible. Thank you for your assistance. I'll need to ask one last task of you. As discouraging as my research results are, they still contain valuable data. I must have a magistrate review my work before it is taken seriously. Please, take these notes to Magistrate Leandra Dawnstrider at Fairbreeze Village, west of here.
Remember the Sunwell.
Okay. So what actually happened there? I don't get it.
Well,
She summoned a skeleton there? Is that what just happened?
yeah, she cast an enchantment on Scourge Tainted Soil, so the skeleton responded to her magic.
Oh boy, that's not good. Still a really badly infected area then, huh?
Yeah, like she said, as she said in the text there, yeah, the taint is irreversible as far as she can tell.
Yeah.
So
Seems that way. It's a bit quick to give up, but I guess I don't blame her after what she saw.
Yep.
Dude, freaking Arthas is like the most powerful character in the universe, huh?
Yeah. Oh,
Talk
yeah.
about that, dude. This dude basically just walked through this area and he left an irreversible damage to it. Like, this is gonna be like this for the rest of the time. It's crazy. He didn't do this, so he just kind of walked through, you know what I mean? He's just like, yeah, we're going this way, let's see what happens. Freaking destroyed the whole place.
Yep. Darn near broke into laughter as you were reading that, by the way, because I was reading what Willie Lake said as well.
Did you see what Willie posted, dude? That's the funniest comment I've ever read, dude. That's hilarious. Oh, man. They spent all their resources helping out Collins. Oh, man.
Glory
You've
to the
something for me?
Sindori.
These notes are shocking. If they're correct, it means the damage to the lands and the Dread Scar is irreversible. I'll notify the Grand Magister right away. More reason for our race to escape this world and find our true fate in Outland.
About that.
About that. What the hell did she just say? She's like still stuck on that TVC quest line, huh? How about that?
Yep.
Dude, see, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like at one point that was what was normal for Blood Elves.
Yep.
Now that's not normal anymore. That's funny. Wait, so wait. We said we're not doing the... I keep going to the quest that's nearest, but we're not going to do that quest?
Yeah, we're not going to do Sathril's Haven. We can abandon it if you want. If it's...
And it's got nothing, like no story whatsoever? There's no...
No, essentially the whole story of it is Blood Elves are, gluttons and, heathens and all that kind of thing. And they're just sitting there partying when all this stuff is going on. And they want us to get them party supplies like wine and food and
got it.
Stuff like that.
So kind of the opposite of what we're trying to see in the zone then, yeah?
Yeah, exactly. I abandoned it.
So got it. Where to next?
I would say we go do Farstrider Retreat, then Taking the Fall, because that's going to swerve us back around to coming towards the village. So,
how do we get there?
Well, other than running, that's probably the fastest way to do it.
No. I mean, how do we get there running? It looks like there's water and a bunch of mountains and stuff.
We can go up the road and then across the Dead Scar. In
Okay,
fact, we
let's
can
do that.
grab taking the fall on the way to Farstrider Retreat if we go that way.
Yeah, that's
See
a
what
good
I'm
idea.
saying?
Yep, I do.
There is a quest at the head of the Dead Scar, which is kill like 6 rattle cage skeletons. I don't think it's worth it. It's just, kill 6 mobs for me, and that there's no real lore attached to it.
Okay. Let's do it though. If it's, I mean, the Dead Scar is like the lore of the zone, right? Like
True.
I feel like it's the most important part. So.
Yep, we can do it. Absolutely. Willy Leak is entirely right. You fight Arthas, you hurt him, and he just one-shots the entire raid anyway. Because he's that powerful.
Not Rusty.
No?
Rusty always found a way to survive.
Perhaps it's that shaman thing that they do. They onk.
That Onk, yeah. He'd come up and just pad his DPS so he could always be top at the end of the fight because everybody else was dead for like 2 minutes. He's just there wailing on a Arthas that literally is taking no damage. Wait, what the hell just happened here?
You'll see. You'll see later. You'll see later.
Yeah, that's funny.
You'll see later.
Why are the trees so albino? Yeah, that's a very unique look, right?
It is for sure. Well, I'll take you to the quest. It's all the way up at the top of the Dead Scar up here.
Oh, great, okay.
Ren Schultz says the letter F.
The letter H.
I will go with the letter Z. Because I'm Canadian and I like to
Z.
be different.
Zed's not a letter, my friend. It's the name of a human being.
Well, since
And
Zed's
he's-
dead,
and-
baby. Zed's dead.
Yep, he's dead.
think-
All right, you got it.
I think we can use it as a letter.
We will persevere.
The black swath of soil that cuts through Eversong Woods is a permanent reminder of the day Arthas led the Scourge into our beloved city. This blemish is more than an eyesore, as even today it brings Scourge from the Ghostlands to Silvermoon. Go, Bellavere, and give my men a hand in killing this mindless undead that walked down the Dread Scar.
The reckoning is at hand.
Yeah, we gotta do this quest.
Yeah,
That was great. Just reading that part was worth it.
absolutely.
Oh, look at the guards are helping us. Wow, that was cool.
Yeah, like if you pull this, I used to pull a bunch and then pull them back to up here. The guards will definitely
Yeah,
help.
I guess they won't aggro. Yeah, that was just because we were really close, I see. I thought they were going to help for every kill.
No.
Ren said a joke. You see that joke?
I have a joke about paper, but it's terrible. But
All right, guys, that's going to be it for the stream. Thanks for stopping by. That joke broke the internet there, so that's it for me. Oh, look at that druid. What's that druid? Archdrew. What are these freaking max level people doing here?
Don't know.
Is he gonna come here to kill the quest? You can't. We're in war mode, right? Or maybe you can.
He's in war mode.
No, we wouldn't see him if he was in war mode. But yeah,
He's probably got PvP on and not in war mode.
I think you can still kill the quest giver. Yeah,
Yeah, that would suck.
probably one of your viewers trolling us.
Willy Leak says he
I
knew it
know,
was a good
joke. Willie's a funny guy, man. Peanut butter. I might try it. What do you think?
I think definitely try it. Just
You're
put
dead
it-
serious about this, right?
I am
You're not
absolutely dead
joking?
serious. I'll even eat it on stream if it'll convince you to try it.
It might actually. What would you put it on though? I don't get it.
I put peanut butter toast and I put a little bit of ketchup on top and spread it around.
You spread one condiment on top of another condiment. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I think we're done with the Dead Scar quest.
That was quick, yeah.
I mean, if you're trepidatious about it, just dip a little corner of some peanut butter toast in a little bit of ketchup and just try the taste. You don't like
Yeah,
it,
I
you
mean,
don't
this
like
is
it.
kind of all messed up because I try not to eat bread, first of all.
Oh,
Ketchup's
okay.
got a ton of sugar in it, so I try not to eat sugar. But I'm intrigued, so now I want to try it.
I apologize, buddy. That's how I've done it.
Yeah.
State your business.
We don't anticipate the Scourge letting up their attacks anytime soon, but we still appreciate any help we get guarding the Scar.
Salama Ashalinore.
Yeah, I see what you mean, though. Okay, what talent should I take? Scourge deals 150% increased critical damage, or increased damage and is guaranteed critical when the target is below 30%. Pyromaniac, casting Power Blast or Flame Strike while Hot Streak is active has an 8% chance to instantly reactivate Hot Streak. That sounds good. Your Fireball and Pyroblast spells always deal a critical strike when the target is above 90% health. These all suck for this.
Yeah.
Literally none of them. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
So I'll take Firestarter just in case.
This is this dude taking the ball. This is the apprentice who let the book fall in the water. This is his master.
The eternal sun guides
Students
us.
are a bit like sheep. They're useful and even likable when you guide and pay close attention to them. What calls for this interruption to my lecture, mage? You say those two incompetent fools bribed you to lie to me? You've done well in coming to me, Bellavir. I hope you learn a valuable lesson today, Bellavir. I can't hear read this crest. What the hell? I hope you learn a valuable lesson today, Bellavir. Never trust someone else to lie for you. Now I want you to go back to my two dim-witted students and discipline them using this wand. My magic tells me you'll find them along the road to the west, on the other side of the dead scar. Come back to me after you've done this. I'll give you a small reward for your troubles.
The reckoning is at hand.
That's hilarious.
Oh, yeah.
One more quest. Wait, there's another quest. Is there?
Yep.
Yeah, fetch. Having trouble picking it up for some reason. There we go. So, Bellavir it is. Don't be flattered if I know your name. One of my students has been fawning over you and won't shut up. If you'd like to impress her, why don't you do something for me? There's an Azure file at the bottom of the pond behind me. Dive in, retrieve it, and bring it here. That's got to be the funniest quest in the game. So, those two people bribed you to lie to me? That's such a good satirical way to view quests, right? Like, that's basically what every quest in the game is, to some degree, right?
By the way, the quest you just got, that's a mage-only quest. It's part,
oh.
Yeah. Probably got it because you're level 12, I think, or above level 12.
How's the water? Oh, well done. I told you to jump in a pond and you did it. I can only imagine what you'd do if one of your good friends asked it of you. If you want a reward for your efforts, it is this. Never lift a finger without knowing what's in it for you. Mage's mind is his greatest weapon. Remember that and try to use yours a bit more. Now that you've learned a little lesson, I'll offer you something more substantial. It concerns your ability to defend yourself in close combat. Of course, you could only resort to melee in the most dire of circumstances, but that is no excuse to be unprepared. I can assist you in creating a staff befitting a mage of your learning. Simply take the file you retrieved from me and fill it at the base of Elrondar Falls. Just follow the river southeast of here. Okay, get a weapon. Interesting. It's kind of in the same direction we're going anyway, so...
Yep. I don't mind doing that. Because I like those.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. I didn't know it still existed. Honestly, that's cool. I wonder if there's one for Rogue.
There should be, but I honestly have no idea where it would even start. It's probably in Silver Moon somewhere. Probably in that dark part of Silver Moon there.
Yeah. Oh, here's where you buy mounts, right?
Yep, buy mounts and mount training. This stuff with the Posterity retreat is actually a whole section onto itself. I wasn't sure whether you wanted to do this first or discipline the apprentices, because that's going to be what you were talking about earlier about being a bit disconnected.
Oh, is it?
don't do that first. It's a
Okay,
long
let me
ways
get this-
away. You know.
That's fine. Let me get this mage quest done first,
Yep.
since it's up here. I won't pick anything else up. It's just down this way.
Yep, absolutely. I
Don't
got no
mind.
problem with that. We'll do it. We can actually jump down into the Dead Scar and across to where they are and come back around.
Yeah, well, that's just to the right, it looks like, so. Hopefully it won't be too hard to get back. This zone is huge, so it's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I wonder if they tried to, like, map it to how it looked in Warcraft 3, but to be fair, I don't think any of this was even here in Warcraft 3.
I don't think it was.
Yeah. Even in the new Warcraft 3, they had to change Silvermoon to look more like Silvermoon. Did you notice that when you played it?
Yep.
Yeah, like
Absolutely
Sunstrider Isles there and everything, but in the original Warcraft 3, there was didn't look like that at all.
Yeah, none of that. I remember because you were like excited to see me find Sunstrider Isle when I was going through it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's cool. So yeah, if we do this and then we go and discipline the apprentices, we'll come back around and do the 2 quests with the dude that gave you the quest to build a Isle and stuff like that. So.
Yep. I like there's a 120 mage here also. That's funny.
Nice.
What the hell?
Willie wants to know why we're leveling Blood Elves, and I would just say that we're leveling Blood Elves because we're trying to do the zone for posterity type of thing, you know?
Best zone, bro, isn't it?
Yeah. It's mad good lore, bro.
Bear paying zone, innit?
You're so much better at the chav speak than I am.
I tried really hard with that one.
I like it. Yeah, we actually should do the Worgen zone at some point.
Yeah, I wanted to do it with you. I was gonna level a Worgen on the alpha, and I decided to just level with the new Alliance starting zone instead, because I didn't want to spoil myself for the actual Worgen one. So we'll do that at some point too. We could do Goblin, we could do Worgen, and then obviously we still want to do Jade Forest. Never done it as an Alliance.
I wasn't sure if you had done it as Alliance on the alpha or not. So
no, I made sure to level that. That shaman was a Tauren shaman.
Yeah, that's a good 3 more episodes we got there. So
did you watch any of that? I know it's obviously very long and a bit boring, maybe, but
honestly, I wasn't sure if you put them live yet or not. I didn't see them.
Oh yeah, they're there. Yeah, there's. Oh yeah, I made it so it didn't go to subscribers because I didn't want people to get upset with 8 freaking 5-hour videos that weren't anything to do with Mythic Plus stuff. But yeah, no, I put them all live. They're there. I had so much. That was honestly maybe some of the most fun I've ever had playing WoW. It's kind of crazy though. Like, dude, I'm having the most fun I've ever played WoW leveling characters on the alpha realm, like a realm that the characters are literally going to be deleted on. I'm having more fun doing almost everything else in the game is less fun than this. It's crazy. New leveling system is insane. It's so freaking fun.
Getting my PTSD going. I start to itch to get on the alpha now.
Yeah, hopefully someday I'll get it, but it's just so crazy. I can't even express it. Like, it changes everything about leveling.
Yeah. And we knew
especially
it would.
Yeah, you're right. We did, but I'm still surprised. Like, Even though I knew it was going to be awesome, I'm still surprised at how awesome it is.
Yeah.
The biggest thing is like being able to do the dailies and the max level. Like, dude, being able to do the dominance offensive achievement storyline while you're leveling during MOP. Like, come on, are you serious? It's like the coolest freaking storyline in the game. You know what I mean?
That's what we were talking about when they first announced it. Would there be enough content to level, 40 levels?
Yep.
In a and I was like, dude, that gotta include the end game stuff then, and that will fill it out nicely.
They did.
So cool.
Our enemies will fall.
You can't do this to me. We had a deal.
Seeing these guys get turned into pigs.
That is funny, huh?
Glory to the Sindori.
What? Oh, not this again. That is so fun, dude. I almost spit my drink everywhere when that freaking first line came up on the screen. So those two, you think he like insulted them too. He's like, those two imbeciles bribed you to lie to me, huh? What the hell is that? That is such a funny quest, dude.
I know. I love it.
Who's that guy?
Random ranger.
It's nobody, I guess, yeah.
Yep. Willie says the goblin starting zone is boring. I disagree. I kind of like it. I honestly do this.
Well, if it's boring, I don't want to do it. Forget it.
It's got its own car. It's got a car.
You get a car?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Have to do the goblin
You don't
starting
get a car. You don't get a car anywhere else in the game. Why would you get a car there?
Because goblins are awesome.
Actually, I do think I remember doing it. I did it like right after Cataclysm launched and leveled that Warlock that eventually I transferred off the account so I could do party sync. But it's been so freaking long. Like, it's the same with this zone. I'm sure I did all these quests sometime, but my God, this has got to be at least 12 years ago now that I did these quests, so I really don't have any remembrance of any of it.
Yeah. That was Metro Lol the Paladin.
Yep. It's like it's all new to me, honestly.
Anubilore Delana.
Did you do what I asked of you, Bellavere? Excellent job. Don't worry, they're not stuck in that form permanently. Their apprenticeship, however, won't be restored until they earn it back. Only water from Elrondil Falls is the purity required for use with magic. Do you have it? Let's see what you brought me. He holds the file up to the light and examines it closely. Yes, this will do. Well done, Bellavere. You may notice the walking trees near Elrondil Falls. As the keeper of nature, they are infused with a primal magic we can reform to our own purposes using the pure water you may have already brought to me. Unfortunately, the green keepers are gnarled and twisted creatures, so you may need to kill a few more before you find the usable branch. So we got to do that quest too, if you don't mind.
Yeah, not a problem.
It's actually, again, behind Farstrider Retreat, so I guess do that, get that done, come back, and then we'll do Farstrider Retreat properly.
Yeah, works for me. I'm enjoying this, so I don't mind however long it takes us to do it.
Me too. It's fun. These quests are actually really interesting. Even though they're kind of a lot of them disjointed and all over the place, it's still, this is a beautiful zone, honestly. For TBC, this has got to be one of the nicest zones that were ever in the game for the first 2 years.
Yep. That's why I enjoyed it so much. Like, that's why I did it so many times.
Yeah, I mean, even if you look at the tile set for Quel'Thalas and Warcraft 3, it's still, like, just freaking gorgeous. Like, it's so much nicer. Like, the trees and the architecture and the structures and even the paths and the tiles and stuff, like, It's really, really nice looking. They did a great job making the elves in Warcraft 3 look really distinct from each other.
Yeah.
Because, like, when I was young, I didn't know the difference between a night elf and a high elf, you know what I mean? Like, it didn't make any sense to me at all. If they looked even somewhat similar and the areas were just random forests without much deep discolorations, I never would have figured it out. I would have been like, oh, they're just the same race. I don't know why they're fighting. You know what I mean?
Yep, I know exactly what you're saying. It's a really nice way to do it if you want to have two different types of elves, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, I got a friggin' pyro proc finally. Look at that. Oh my god, half damage. Jesus, that's a lot. Rare to get 2 crits in a row when you don't have any guaranteed crits.
Nice.
That's Elvis.
It's
That
Elvis.
was quick. I got the branch. Got the branch.
Got the branch.
Yeah, we're gonna be level like 30 or something, dude. It's crazy.
I know. I know.
I'm about to be 16. I don't even have heirlooms on. You're gonna have to come here at max, like, you're not max level, but like, come here for like a proper leveling. Like, you could probably get like 20 levels here, even at like level 40 or something.
Yep. I have my Volpera Rogue. It actually did this at like level 20, and it got like 25 levels.
It's because the freaking 100% experience boost is still. I forgot about that. I forgot that. Okay, that's why. I was gonna say, like, this is ridiculous. How the hell were you ever supposed to get 20 levels in this one zone? I forgot that they did that. I was like, this is crazy, because like, it's not like any of these quests have changed. They don't give any more experience than they would have in the old days, really. So
No. It's the 100% boost for sure, for sure.
yeah, yep, 100%. Bigger than any heirlooms. Do you have the living branch? Hand it over quickly. You've done as I've asked, Bellavere, and you may take your reward now. Alright, got a level as well. Cool. Neat quest.
Yep, absolutely.
And we got a weapon. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah, just nothing looks like garbage, but that's fine.
Well, to be fair, it is meant to be like a level 10 quest, so.
Yeah, no doubt. It just looks worse than the whatever the staff I started with.
Absolutely. I have to disagree with Willie's last comment. I ain't even gonna read that out. I disagree with it so heartily.
Yeah. I have to say, I mean, as sucky as it is to say, this was like the best thing that could have ever happened to me as well, so.
Yeah.
I know it's not good for anybody, but it's really changed the world, I think, so.
Absolutely. And once again, your tune is vastly faster than mine.
Yeah. It's because you're in stealth, dude. Just get out of stealth and run.
It doesn't slow you down anymore. It hasn't since, like, Mob.
But we're in TBC, dude.
Anaria Shola.
You're here to help. Excellent. The battle against the Amani trolls has taken its toll on us, and capable fighters such as yourself are always welcome. Ours are not the vast kingdoms of humans and orcs, as all we have left in our lands is Azeroth lies mostly before your eyes, Bellavere. Until we can reach Outland, we must defend what little land we have at any cost. Our uncivilized neighbors to the southeast, the Amani trolls, certainly have a different opinion regarding the ownership of these lands. Their daily raids are something we cannot tolerate anymore. Go to their settlements, Zebwatha and Torwatha, and teach them a lesson.
Shorel Oran.
Another reference to TBC, that's funny.
Yep.
What business have you?
The Amani and the Sindarai have a long history of mutual dislike and open hostility. That doesn't prevent me from appreciating a fellow craftsman's work. Come across pieces of the Amani weapon, and I must admit I'm impressed by the quality of their work. It is rumored that spear crafter Otembe wields a magical hammer that is so light and well balanced it allows him to work with great dexterity and efficiency. If you bring me this tool, I'll use it to craft you a weapon.
Keep your wits about you.
Boba asks a really important question before we do this. He says, how are you playing combat spec in DFA? Because I refuse to call it outlaw. It's combat for life for me. Word life
That was really...
combat.
Was that you found that really important?
Yes.
Okay.
Glory to the Sindora.
Mage, hear my request. For reasons that I cannot go into now, I decided to shut down my nearby school. A few days ago, I sent one of my pupils, apprentice Loralthalis, there with this very task. I have not heard back from her since. Will you go to Duskwither Spire and check in on her? To make sure that she is well? You'll find it by heading north on the path out of Sunstrider Retreat. Then go to the right when the road branches.
The reckoning is at hand.
Oh, that's just where you buy the mounts. Right?
No, it's actually further up the road.
No.
It's
Let's
like...
go there first since it's the closest.
Yeah. Cool. I find it very important that people understand that the word outlaw to be used to describe that spec of rogues is just wrong on a base level. Stop.
Right. Yeah. You never really played a rogue, though. I don't know why you take such a hard stand on this.
So I don't want to be a pirate.
Yeah. Well, you're not. You're a monk.
Yeah, but I used to
It's
be a
not
rogue.
You don't. When did that happen?
Vanilla and BC and Wrath for a great long time. That was my main in Wrath for the longest.
I thought you said your main was a shaman.
No, my main was a shaman near the end of Wrath, but for a long time in Wrath, I was combat rogue.
Got it.
Then, right near the end of Wrath, I switched to a Ret Paladin. I was that for a while too. So, I was kind of an alcoholic even back then.
The dark times will pass.
Magister was concerned for my well-being. How sweet. I wish that he had shown an interest before when we were at the Spire. It doesn't matter now. Please listen carefully, Mage, as I have a favor to ask of you. Duskwither groundskeeper has gone missing. Someone must have forgotten to tell him to leave with the Magister when everyone else did. I know that he's still somewhere around here on the grounds, but I dare not go looking for him myself with all these magical creatures roaming about. Will you find him for me and make sure he's alright? As you may know, Magister Duskwither sent me back here to shut down the power sources that feed the Spire. There are 3 of them, each located in a different place inside. Unfortunately, I appear to be too late, as Duskwither Spire has been overrun with strange magical creatures. While I haven't the expertise to accomplish this task, surely a mage such as yourself could do this easily.
Shurelaran.
Apparently, Willy Leak was a monk in Cataclysm. I have some doubts about that, but okay.
Oh wait, what's that? There's a quest down there. This first, I guess we'll do this?
Yeah, because it's actually, the quest is actually up here.
Oh, I see.
Darn Manaphy, quit touching my squishies.
You have discovered what appears to be an investigative journal left behind by Magister Duskwither. A brief scan of its contents reveals some shocking attempts at filtering corrupted magical flows. Might explain what has happened here at Duskwither Spire. The Magister is sure to want this brought back to him.
Now, you could take the teleport back down, but I regret nothing.
I do. I have many regrets in this life.
I have many regrets in this life. I just don't have any regrets in my Warcraft life.
Gotcha. Guess I'll meet you over with the next quest then.
Yep, we'll go to this groundskeeper here. I can stealth by everything, so... Ooh, and the rare is up, too.
Oh, yeah?
There's a rare.
And Oh, yeah, let's kill that, actually. Can you come back to it?
Yeah, it's right here.
Wow, that was quick. Did it actually give us experience?
Yep, I got almost 3k from it.
Oh, really?
Yep.
We will persevere.
Who are you? You're not one of the Magister's apprentices, that's for certain. Sent here to help me clean up this mess, no doubt. It's horrible, I tell you. Strange things happen in the Spire. The Magister and his apprentices ran off, and the next thing you know, the whole grounds are overrun with these magical beasties. And who told Wylathan? No one, that's who. Mage, you've got to help me clear some of these things out. I cannot maintain the grounds while these anomalies are running amok.
We will have justice.
The mob felt like it was important that it died quickly.
Yep. Willie asks, what other classes could they add to the game? None at the moment that I can think of, Willie.
Hopefully none, yeah. Although, dude, there's a lot of... The word necromancer appears a lot in Shadowlands quests. Let's put it that way.
Interesting.
That doesn't necessarily mean anything. It's just, I find it interesting that they use the word so often.
Absolutely. It would certainly make that necromancer challenge get a lot more traffic.
Yeah, it would.
Willie also asks, what do you reckon, Sylvanas, end boss, or the jailer? I would say the jailer. I don't even think Sylvanas would be a boss. She's a hero.
Yeah. Dude, we had this like hardcore lore discussion on my stream today. It was the first time I think I've ever talked about lore on stream.
Nice.
It was all about Sylvanas and the jailer. I wish you were there, because I really had no idea what anybody was talking about with half the stuff.
I did mean to drop by, but it took me longer than I thought to figure out my sound issues.
Yeah, how'd that go?
Pretty decent. I eventually just reinstalled RTX. It's not worth...
What about the stream this morning, though?
The stream this morning went really well. No problems at all. The chat worked. The voice worked. I really enjoy doing those Final Fantasy X streams from time to time. You know, they're just...
That game is so freaking good, dude. I can't watch you play it because it's just too good. I know I'm going to sit there and binge watch it.
You know, it's...
That song, dude, we were talking about it on stream. The Into Xanarkin song. Every time I hear it, it just like affects me like severely for the rest of the for a couple days at least.
Well, today's stream we went through the Via Purifico and wound up in the woods, and Tidus and Yuna had a little swim together.
Oh, that's just swell.
Yeah.
Glory to the Sindorai.
Well, I suppose that will have to do now, won't it? Thanks for the help, Mage. I can only hope to get this mess completely cleaned up before the Magister returns to Duskwither Spire. Take this pocket change. It's not much, but it's all I have at the moment. Feel free to dispatch a few more of the beasties on your way out if you'd be so kind.
Hold your head high.
Yeah, what do you think the likelihood that Arthas is in the expansion as like a potential protagonist is?
100%. I'd put money on it at this point. If I was a betting
100%.
person, I'd put at least $1,000 on it.
There won't be a bet. You'll pay me for the evidence.
That dude is never going to live that down.
He's not aware that it's possible to live it down, honestly, unfortunately. Yeah, I definitely think so, though. We talked about it a lot today in the discussion. It was like, I think Sylvanas is gonna be like, she's gonna do something, and Arthas is gonna do something else. Put it that way, like in one way or the other.
Yeah.
The characters are just inexorably linked, right? And the thing that makes me so sure is they spent all that time in the Blood Elf Heritage Armor questline, showing that cutscene with her getting killed and raised by Arthas.
Yeah.
Now you could say maybe they only did that because they wanted to hammer that home in Warcraft 3 remastered, reforged, whatever. But I think it's more. I think it's more than that.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
The eternal sun guides us.
I can't be certain from this distance. Have you already shut down the power to Duskwither Spire? I am grateful for your assistance, but saddened to hear that some of my fellow apprentices have fallen to their addiction. With the power to the Spire cut off, I think I'll stay here for a while and see if things calm down long enough for me to sneak in and retrieve their remains. Bellavir, I have one last favor to ask of you. Would you please relay what's transpired here to Magister Duskwither back at Forest-Rider Retreat? Let him know that I am well, but make certain that he is aware that some of the apprentices have become wretched.
Be ready for anything.
Willie Leak wants us to send him the money. He'll look after it so there's no Welsh.
Oh yeah, no Welch. That was another comment. That's hilarious.
Dude literally tried to Nigerian scam you at the end.
I mean, I just don't even get it. Like, the whole conversation was just beyond bizarre. I've never interacted with another human being in that way.
Yeah, Willie, I think Arthas will be important even without his helm and sword, because he was a huge paladin before he was ever corrupted into a Death Knight. So I think now that he's gotten rid of that part of him that was controlled by Ner'zhul, I think he can find his way back to redemption. And it's something I've been saying for years, that we need a redemption arc for Arthas. Because I love that whole fallen hero finds his way back.
And more importantly, Uther's like a bad guy, right? Like, Uther's in the expansion, and he's shown like being counterproductive to the character's story arc in the first like scene of the expansion, effectively. So it's like, okay, hold on. So you're telling me Sylvanas and Uther are in the expansion? Bolvar is like a main side character. How is Arthas not in the expansion? Like, come on, just stop lying about it. He's in the expansion, right? Like, come on.
They're just hiding him to have the reveal, right?
Yep.
The dark times will pass.
No, I was too late. It's all my fault. My
Farewell.
Investigation into purifying alternative
eternal
magical sources
sun
got out of
guides
hand before I
us.
could stop it. If I only had gone myself, or that had... If only I had gone myself, or that they had listened to me and heeded my warnings. I have blood on my hands, mage. I thank you, though, for putting to rest the tortured souls of my former apprentices. It is some small consolation that they will not linger in this state where a blood elf is better off dead. What's this? It looks familiar. Oh no, this journal. My investigations. Is this what caused all of this in the first place? Here it is, Bellavir, the proof of my crime. The journal contains all of my ill-conceived studies. Heedless of the warnings, I continued my research until it was almost too late. Then when I grasped my error, I did what I could. But by then, some of my pupils had already gone too far. I evacuated the spire to get them away from the corruption. But in my haste, I forgot to shut down the power sources. I will burn this tome so that no one else falls prey to its content. I only wanted to help the Sindarai.
Shorel-Aran.
It's also burning the evidence.
Anaria Shola.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, nah, you should probably hang on to that, dude. You're a traitor. You're a criminal.
Be right there. I didn't get a chance to turn in the quest while he's burning the book.
Oh, I didn't even notice he did it. Shit. Come back.
Yeah, you can watch it when I turn it in. Yeah, he actually does stuff. So.
Got it.
Glory to the Sindarai. We will have justice.
Good riddance. Now none shall be able to repeat my mistakes.
Nice.
Yep.
Just noticed something. Second, I gotta fix Plater.
You're not streaming. Oh my god, we've done this whole thing and you're not streaming.
I'm
Unbelievable.
streaming. I just noticed where my Plater was because I didn't fix it at the start of the stream. And I know it's gonna bug me if I don't fix it now.
Are you sure? That's strange. It doesn't seem like something you would do.
There, fixed it.
Just kidding.
Yeah, I know you're just kidding. I'm coming. Don't kill all the trolls till I get there.
Okay, that's those two quests done. What's next? Yeah, Willie's right about that, actually. I don't know how they're going to handle... Like, what's the bridge from... There's just like a portal in Orgrimmar. It's like a bit odd, don't you think?
Yeah.
It's
that's got to be handled in the pre-release, right? So
yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
That I think they're keeping that under wraps for now. We'll probably see it on the whatchamacallit there.
Oh, look at this.
I can't. I'm not there yet.
No, I know. I want to approach. This is like a nice little approach. What the hell is this?
It's a troll version of a runestone, I would think. But yeah, I would imagine there's in the pre-release, there's gonna be something where we go to Icecrown Citadel, and Bolvar sends us to the Shadowlands, something like that.
Yep. I kind of meant more like coming back and going back again is the weird part. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Like, oh, how do you get back? Yeah, you just take this portal that's in the basement of Orgrimmar. That's strange.
Got a doorway to heaven, and we don't even use it.
This is a nice area, though. I don't think I've ever been here.
Yeah, it's very nice. Kind of reminiscent of the part that gets you into Zolomon.
Yeah, they put the same trees there, yeah. It's a very unique type of tree. See how tall it is?
Rare.
Whoa, rare? Holy shit.
Nice.
Yep. What do you think about forest trolls as a allied race, or maybe not an allied race, but another customization for regular trolls?
I don't know. It goes kind of against the lore because that whole part with Zul'Aman, it kind of shows just how much they hate the Horde and the Alliance because they've basically been in a war against both of them. But could happen.
Yep, you're certainly right. It can.
Hey, Theo's here. Hey, Theo, how's it going, buddy?
Long time no see. How about that?
Quest over here. We should kill the axe thrower first, though.
Talk to me.
Come closer, Mon. Don't be afraid. Zenvashi is not going to hurt you. Us Darkspears be mortal enemies of the Amani, just like you. Their boss, Zul'Marash, is an evil troll. He give me the bad poison and leave me in this cage to die. I'm not scared of dying, Mon. I've seen death in the eye, and I laugh at her. I cannot die in peace yet, Mon. Oh, I read something. Oh, please.
I see it.
Sorry, I had to disengage from the quest thing first.
Yeah, me too, yeah. What was the name of the quest? Zul'Marash. Come closer, Mon. Don't be afraid. Zenvashi's not going to hurt you. Us Darkspear be mortal enemies of the Amani, just like you. Their boss, Zul'Marash, is an evil troll. He gave me the bad poison and leave me in this cage to die. I'm not scared of dying, Mon. I seen death in the eye and I laugh at her. I cannot die in peace yet, Mon. Not till Zul'Marash be dead too. You find him cross the lake in Zebwatha. I hold this poison off till you bring me his big ugly head, Mon. Only then I die peacefully. So that's a Darkspear? That's interesting.
Yeah.
Pretty lost here, huh?
Yeah. We might as well go straight to get that guy's head, because there's Berserkers and Axe Throwers across the lake, too, so...
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Willie's got a good point there. The pre-release is going to be the Scourge going nuts again. I can totally agree with that.
Oh yeah, it is actually. They already said that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think so.
You're gonna have to ban size and well. Did you see what he said?
Zul'Aman is greater than Zul'Gurub. Yeah, I as soon as I can get into doing that, sure.
Yeah, make sure you time him out.
Yeah. I'll get right on that. We all know Zul'Gurub is the greatest raid of all time.
Yep.
Even though Metro likes to use an exploit, that is clearly an exploit.
What?
Oh, don't you remember that exploit? It got you kicked from that classic guild?
Oh god, I forgot about. Yeah, of course. Funny. That's hilarious. That's actually hilarious because I mean I freaking did that 15 years ago. It's hilarious.
This Metro kid doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah,
dude, do you realize you're still in Discord?
Hey man, you know you're still in Discord? That was hilarious. Freaking fucking. I mean, that dude's an actual, like, actual moron, right? Like, I've dealt with a lot of idiots out there, but to be talking shit about someone and not realize you're still in voice chat with them, that's quite embarrassing.
Yeah. Sorry, I can't stop laughing.
Yeah, that's something that you should laugh at forever, honestly.
How do you mean higher, Theo? Theo wants to know which for posterity is your higher one for.
Yeah, we're not doing it for any higher power or any divine providence. It's just for fun, dude.
Yeah. Oh, I think I know what he means, because I was leveling the other day. I was leveling a monk for when we do Jade Forest. So I had to get to level 80. That's what that's for. When we do Jade Forest, yeah.
Yeah, fortunately, I don't know if I have a character. Did we look through my? I think we looked through my account. I think I had something somewhat close. I don't remember what though. There's Zul'Murad.
And I think Willie... Oh, there's a quest here, but my bag's in full.
Yeah, mine too, actually. Though you don't understand the language in these battle plans, you clearly make out a map marking the position of the Farstrider Retreat and Farbraze Village. You best let Lieutenant Dawnrunner and the Farstrider Retreat know about this. Yeah, I could do that. I mean, I understand if they're going to get attacked, we should definitely warn them, right?
Yep.
That's only the humane thing to do.
Just gotta take this axe, this Zul'Marash's head back to the one troll that we actually like.
We could do it, yep. It's fine.
And Willie wants to know what the exploit is we were talking about in Zul'Gurub.
Oh god, dude. What a joke this is. There's like a thing that you can do on the Raptor boss that if all the non-tanks stand on a little platform, you will not be able to fixate on them. And I mean, let's put it in perspective here. Have you seen what's been going on in Classic, by the way?
No.
Okay. The fact that we were talking about this, going back to a conversation that this dude was worried about getting banned on a private server for, when the shit that is going on in actual Classic ran by Blizzard is allowed and nobody is getting in trouble for it, is absolutely... I mean, I thought this Collins dude from yesterday is a retard. This guy is actually retarded. Like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. He's talking about somebody standing on a ledge and not getting a mechanic. In actual Classic, people are hopping on and off this rope bridge that connects the two parts of Zul'Gurub, and the mobs cannot get to where they are, so they run all the way back around the bridge and down into the water. Then they hop back off it, and they come all the way back up the bridge. Then they hop back on it, and they go all the way back around, over and over and over and over and over again. People pull 11 packs of trash. Here we got mobs banned. People pull 11 packs of trash as a mage and solo it. Solo 11 packs of elite raid trash as a mage because of a freaking safe spot exploit. We're talking about a boss that's worked this way for 15 years. Meanwhile, they're doing this. I mean, it's just ridiculous. I can't even. It's unfathomable. You bring me Zul'Marash's head? Yeah, man. Zul'Marash head is coming. He burned down Venzashi's village. I kill many Amani before they put me in this cage. I hide something in the sand. Me gift for you now. Ah, the poison. It's spread now, man. Time to rest.
Later.
Inventory's full. Okay, that's fine. That's everything. He's dead. See you later. Man, this guy, a lot of freaking... This is like the fourth time we fought this guy. Spear crafter of 10 bit.
Really quick respawn.
Yeah, no doubt. Some other guy just killed him too.
Well, when we turn all these in, we'll be able to go and get mount.
Oh my god, dude, this is freaking.
I'll be able to go get mount training and get our thing.
Yeah, it's fine. It's whatever.
But we should
sell bags.
Yeah, there should be a guy that sells bags at Farstrider Retreat where we're headed now. So.
Oh, seriously?
If not, at back at Farbraze Village where we'll go next, there should be one, at the very least.
Yeah, because they still don't have 2 slots of bags. Yeah, basically you just stood up on the ledge though, and the boss couldn't hit you. With like, it's not even a mechanic. It's like he's meant to fixate on a person, and he still does it, but he won't move. Just look at them instead. So it makes it easier to tank him. Basically, I don't even know what the I really don't even know what the purpose of it was, but it has been like me and Rusty used it to solo the boss, like, or well, 2-man the boss, obviously. Back when we were trying to get them out in TBC.
Gotcha.
It's like for this guy to be suggesting that it's, I mean, it would actually be. I kind of wish that we did get banned for that, because then it would be hilarious to have that video on the channel, and then side by side show what these people are doing in Zul'Gurub with this freaking safe spot thing. It's insane. I've never seen something like this before. If you did something like this in BFA, you would be banned the day it happened. Like, it wouldn't, it would be instant.
Yeah.
You could not exploit a raid like this in BFA and get away with it.
But Blizzard, it's clever use of game mechanics.
What do you seek? Shurelaron.
Good work, Bellavir. With more people like you, we'll soon restore our lands to their former glory.
We will have justice.
Well, what do you want to show me? Trolls have been keeping us pinned here while planning an attack on Fairbreeze Village. We're not expecting this at all. Go to Fairbreeze Village and notify Ranger Dagalian of the Amani plans. Even with Zul'Marash dead, Fairbreeze must prepare for a troll attack. Tell Dagalian I will send him reinforcements as soon as possible.
Death to all who oppose us.
Sell stuff here before we go anywhere else. Just cause.
You brought me Otembi's hammer, Bellavir? It's truth to the rumors, Bellavir. This hammer is light and strong at once. I shall manage to complete several of my unfinished products, and of course, I'll let you have your first pick.
We will have justice. Glory to the Sindorai.
Alright, that's it. So now we're back to Fairbreeze Village.
Be ready for
Yeah,
anything.
absolutely.
Your goal
If you want bags, there's some, this person sells them.
Yeah, I do. I want bags. Good call.
Remember the Sunwell.
Man, we got still so many quests around. It's crazy.
I know.
And there's still this fish heads. You see that on the corner of the map?
I don't.
West of the West Sanctum.
Yeah, but I remember it. We could very easily. Yeah, that's the one I almost missed last night. But then when I uncovered that part of the map, I noticed it. So if you want to go, we can go do that. Just get it out of the way. It's
What is it? Is it actually like an important story quest or no?
It's just killing Murlocs, really. And remember that Murloc that was a quest that we didn't get a chance, or that wasn't part of the quest we were on? That's one of the quests that kills to kill again.
Yeah, I'm not really too interested in Murlocs, honestly. That's kind of a weird addition. How do you feel about it?
I don't think we need to do it. I really don't.
Great. It is into the 3rd hour now, so yeah, I definitely want to.
I am all for streamlining things, so.
Yeah.
High Lord is apparently back. Welcome back, High Lord.
What makes you so sure?
He says that he is back.
Yeah, I guess that's conclusive. You're right.
You're so far ahead of me, I ought to just arf to get to the village.
I ought to just re-roll if I were you. Pick a faster class. Take the flight path. You'll meet me there.
Good call. You probably still beat me.
Oh, I definitely will. You'll get lost on the flight path.
Oh dear.
Coming in hot. Stormy still laughs at that.
Victory lies ahead. Keep your wits about you.
What do you think of Theo's comment there?
I am glad he's enjoying it. I really am. I quite enjoy doing it myself.
These are fun, man. It's a nice little break. That's why I was enjoying leveling characters on the alpha. It feels like a nice little break from 20-minute queue for a 5-minute Mythic Plus dungeon.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
We had 2 back-to-back 6-minute runs today.
Jeez.
Like, well, that's an easy upload, those 2 videos.
Yeah, I don't know why people are like that. Like, well,
just impatience plus bad systems.
Yeah.
Our enemies will fall.
Information you brought is of vital importance, Bellavir. Now that we know of the troll's plans, we can prepare for an attack. We won't be got. Oh, goddamn. We won't be caught with our guard down.
Keep your wits about you.
Oh, what the hell? That's it?
Pretty much.
I thought there would. Wait, what is this? Enemy sighted. Ready your weapons.
Somebody just aggroed one of the Dragonhawks.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like that there was going to actually be an attack that we were going to fend off.
Yeah. So we've
Okay,
got
what's next
Scorch Grove or Rune Warden Darren. I say we do the Scorch Grove because then we can walk across to the Rune Warden after we're done that.
Perfect. I really like that idea. Go that way?
Yep. There's a pass through the mountains here.
Whoa.
Get us to.
How'd you discover that?
As I said, I've done this zone so many times. I started looking for shortcuts and ways to time it properly. Because, of course, back when I was doing this in BC and Wrath and that, there was it was very like the quests were not only that, but the quests were what am I trying to say? They weren't scaling. So there was a better way to do things, right? There was a best path. So I was very invested in finding the best path. I had a specific order that I would do it in.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Some of the quests are like level 11, some are level 18 probably, right?
Yeah.
Something like that.
Exactly. Well, because the whole zone is supposed to stop around somewhere between 12 and 15 originally.
Okay.
And, of course,
crazy.
With all the shrinkages that they've done in XP, and now with it scaling, we get way more levels out of this than we are supposed to. I remember I used to be proud in vanilla in BC where I could get to level 10 in one night. I can get to level 10 in one sitting.
Ah, my brother sent you. I do have a task I could use assistance with. These are difficult times for us, Bellavir. It was a very hard decision to burn the woods bordering the Ghostlands to prevent the Scourge's expansion. The Trents, who have been our friends for years, are now trying to foster the regrowth of the forest along the Scorched Grove. It's a painful thing to ask of you, Mage, but we have failed to convince our former allies to cease their endeavors. I need you to stop them by the only means that remains, force. Yeah, though, I remember that too. Trying to get to 10 in one sitting, I always felt pretty badass, you know?
Yeah.
Wow, this place is really ruined, huh? Jeez.
Yeah, and that's the thing is, the Blood Elves scorched this specifically to stop the growth of the Blight.
They did not do a great job, I feel like.
Yeah.
Well, maybe they did, actually. Who knows? This is something that it's just stuff that happened in the game, right? There's not actually a story behind it.
No, this just kind of relates back to Warcraft 3.
Oh, look what's there. See something. Finally seeing something that we've been talking about for a very long time now.
Yeah. Definitely want to loot this guy because he's got a quest.
Oh, great. Okay. The pendant has the initials LR attached on it. Perhaps these letters will lead to the pendant's maker. LRH? L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah,
doubt
maybe the Trent was a follower of Scientology.
Yeah. Yo, what is this guy doing? Hold on a second. Do you see this guy using ranged abilities? What was he doing? Look at this guy, this rogue. Look at that. What is he doing?
He's using a thrown weapon, I think.
He doesn't have a throwing weapon. It's a spell of some sort, but I don't know what it is.
I don't either, and I'm playing a rogue. He's using daggers, so it... Or I think he's using daggers anyway.
Yep, he's got 2 daggers. Well, he's got 1 weapon and 1 sword.
He's in
The only talent he has.
He's an ass-ass rogue. He's an ass-ass rogue.
What the? Why did I just say that, dude? Thought it was friendly, PG-friendly stream.
It is. Assassination.
He's literally just doing range damage. He's not even using melee spells.
Don't know what he's doing, because it's not showing it as a spell, because it's instant cast, whatever he's doing.
Yeah.
It's got to be something that for assassination rogue that is range that he's doing.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I don't know. I've never been a dagger rogue. I've never been a stabby rogue. I've always been a slashy.
That is so weird. What the hell is that? I gotta look into that. Does anybody know? There's nobody.
Does anybody in the chat know what ranged ability a rogue could have? An assassination rogue?
Yeah, he's like spam. It's not even just like a range, but he's spamming an ability and killing mobs with it. Like his whole damage was that ranged ability somehow.
Yeah. I mean, this is only like a little 3-quest chain, but it's so indicative of the whole Blood Elf experience, because they burned this. The Trents are trying to grow it back, and they're trying to stop them so they can continue to stop the spread of the blight from the Ghostland.
Jesus, is that what this is? Oh
yeah.
Man, that is sad.
And the Trents used to be their friends because they used to be so woodland, like, you know.
Yeah. You have something to show me?
State your business.
This pendant. I gave it to old Whitebark after his people helped us rebuild our village. I guess that means he's... Blood Elf clears her throat as she regains her composure. I appreciate you bringing this to me, Bellavere. There's something I'd like to ask of you. And it brings back memories of a different time, better time. Unfortunately, memories are the last thing I need right now. I want you to bury this by the runestone in the Scorched Grove. It was there that I first met the Trent Elder. Put my old friend's memories to rest.
The reckoning is
So
at
it's
hand.
done. Curse these times that have driven us to desperate measures, and curse our enemies, the Scourge. Learn this, Bellavere. Our lands must be protected no matter what the cost. We shall prevail. What do you think? Would they prevail, or?
I don't know. I can't turn the quest in. Give me a second. I gotta reload.
Be ready.
It's because you're level 21, maybe.
It wouldn't let me even get into the dialogue. Give me a sec to reload. I'll be right there.
Okay, I'll wait.
What business have you? We will have justice.
Okay, thank you for waiting.
Is it called Shuriken Toss? Let's see.
Might be.
Sounds familiar. It says it's a subtlety rogue ability, though. And I think it's a talent.
Just bloody greenstones, dude.
Haven't you done enough harm? Must you also disturb my slumber? What good does this violence serve? What is done is done. I failed my people. You returned, Bellavere. Haven't you done enough? I no longer belong to this world and must admit defeat. The land has forever changed and nothing will ever be the same. Leave the pendant here with me, Bellavere. Maybe one day, long after the elves are gone, a new tree will grow on this very spot, amongst the burned forest and the husks of the dead Trents. Jeez, that's grim. Grim story there, huh?
Absolutely.
God.
So every time I leveled, there was almost always a chest there, too.
Oh, was there one?
Yeah, but not today. It's just almost every time.
Probably that shuriken toss rogue. Got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's weird. Chests in TBC, they don't give experience. It's interesting.
It's another one of those little things that they just either forgot or never got around to updating.
Nah, they never forget anything. It's just it's only classic, or it's only cataclysm zones that give those chests. They're named. The chests are named a certain thing.
Yeah.
They're silver bound. I have a list in my Discord with all the 5 different types of chests that give experience. That's just an original type of chest. It's not. Okay, here we go. Another runestone.
Gotcha.
Anaria Shola.
You must have been sent by someone at Fairbreeze Village. I knew it would just be a matter of time until some help arrived. Ancient runestones once powered a protective barrier against Eversong border. Many were destroyed during Arthas' attack. Others were stolen. Of the 3 that remain, only this one has retained its power. The runestone to the east might be salvageable, though. Take this crystal and instill its energy on the eastern runestone. The process should take but a minute. Beware, though. Many Scourge will be drawn to it and will seek to destroy it. Do not let them.
Keep your wits about you.
So there's 3. We saw 1. This is the second, and there's a 3rd over here, huh?
Yep. Those are the 3 that remain.
This is the one that you took a screenshot of all those months ago.
Yeah, this is...
there's none in the other zone, in the Ghostlands? I guess not.
No, because they were all taken by the Scourge.
What did they do with them? It wasn't in the game. When did they take
I'm trying to remember, because there was something specific that they did with them. And...
oh, was it the Key of the 3 Moons or whatever? Break the
runestones. You destroyed the runestones to get the Key of the 3 Moons. That was it, for sure.
Yeah.
In Warcraft 2, a lot of the Blood Elves, well, at that time, High Elves runestones, were taken by the Orcs because they used them to create the 2-headed ogres and...
oh, yeah, you told me about that
altars.
as well.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was in Blasted Lands, that's the altar that you resurrect things on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Well, Altar of Storms, that was how they were.
Oh, yes, that's right. I remember reading that they took the rune stones of the elves. But in Warcraft 2, it's actually, they talk about them like they're the Night Elves rune stones.
Yeah.
They had a retcon it, I think.
Yeah, because they say High Elves. Which,
yeah.
You know, its meaning got retconned to be those ones, the Quel'Dalar ones, instead of the... Or no, thinking of those.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
The ones in that ogre dungeon. You know what I mean, Chendralar. We're gonna get 3 times the mobs for this. So we got 3 crystals down. Stone energized.
That was easy.
Yeah.
All right, might as well. Should we? Yeah, let's just go back first, and we'll go missing in the Ghostlands after that, huh?
Yep. Because that
And
missing
then I
in the
guess that's
ghost.
probably it, right?
Yeah, missing in the Ghostlands takes us slightly across the river. You'll see what I mean. It's still part of Eversong Woods, but it does take us slightly across the river. And then once we finish that, pretty much we're done.
Nice.
I thought so.
It's funny, we got that quest a long time ago.
Yeah, it's meant to be a level 12 quest. I remember getting that quest at level 12 and needing to be 12 to get it, but that's why we got it so long ago.
Do I actually have... Oh yeah, always deals a critical strike now. Thanks for just literally just running by this mob.
Yeah, I thought he would already be dead. I thought you were going to finish him off.
I thought so too, but I was sitting here reading a freaking quest description, or a spell description.
You're so much faster than me. I thought, oh, well, he's going to easily kill that mob. I'll just run past and, make up for some of his blinks.
You're right. You're probably right.
As he blinks past me 100 yards. Even when you were on a warrior and I was on a paladin, I was still slower than you somehow.
Yes.
Have you succeeded in empowering the Runestone yet, Bellavir? Excellent. The defenses should hold off the Scourge a bit longer. Thank you for lending us a hand, Bellavir.
Stay the course.
Okay. Not as much pomp and circumstance as I would have expected.
Yeah, the end of this zone is kind of slightly...
Yeah, I could tell it's going to be pretty anticlimactic.
Yeah, that's kind of the word I was searching for sure. Again, it's not a coherent story throughout the zone like in the Cataclysm 3 zones, so it is what it is.
Victory lies ahead.
Help me, stranger. I must reach Tranquillion. I cannot fall. The Blood Elf falls back into unconsciousness as his eyes go blank.
Time is of the essence.
And you are...
What are you standing around for? Can't you see this boy needs immediate attention? By the looks of it, the plague is beginning to take over his body. Within minutes, not even a master apothecary like me will be able to salve him. The animals south of the river all carry a plague in their blood. Go across the bridge and hunt the plague beasts there. Bring me enough plagued blood samples and I'll distill a serum capable of saving this blood elf. Hurry.
Dark Lady, watch over you.
Like I say, it takes us across the river, but I think it's part of Eversong for sure.
Yeah, I mean, it's a quest from Eversong, so that's fine. I want to finish the video in Silvermoon, though, so I'm going to go back and pick up that quest that flies you to Silvermoon, and that'll be the last quest we do, if that's okay.
Yeah, that works for me. I like it, actually.
Provided there's nothing after this that you wanted to do.
Nah, the only thing I do after this normally is go to Tranquillion, and there's a quest that she gives you that takes you to Tranquillion after he's healed.
Yeah.
So, I don't think we need to do that. I think it's much better, especially for the video, if we do the flying silver. Yep.
And there's a lot of mobs that are not the bats here. Confused. Am I missing them?
No, it's the bats and the lynxes that drop it.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it said bats only.
No, it's bats and lynxes that drop. It's just a crappy drop rate because it's BC.
Right. Oh yeah, you already got one, I see. Starting to actually feel like a spec now that I actually have a guaranteed crit on Fire Blast.
Nice.
Another dead lynx. Our friend's probably been here.
Our shuriken tossing friend.
No, we're already outside the scope here.
There's usually quite a few bats and lynxes along the river.
Yeah. There's about no mobs, my friend.
Yeah. I was actually worried about this when I was doing this last night because I saw how many people were doing it at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, this is going to be a problem when we get to this quest.
Yeah, we're here now, so who cares?
Yeah.
Not me.
Nor I.
I figured I'd go to 11. It's not even 10:30 yet, so we're good.
Nice. Here's a bat for you.
Miss Bap.
Ooh, I thought I hit him.
Not surprised that you didn't. Does someone want to help me kill Kelgosh? I need a second person. I see that guy.
I don't have my chat on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What is Kelgash? Some named mob or something?
It's a troll of some kind, if I remember correctly. Used to be an elite. I doubt it is now.
Yeah. He says I'm too weak to kill him on my own.
Nice. I come here on a tune. I have absolutely no idea how to play and kill Kelgash.
Right.
It's not hard.
Like, what could even kill you? Just straight up auto attacks?
Yeah, I think Kelgash actually has a fear. But
No.
that's it. He's a level 20 mob. He's doesn't exactly have a lot of mechanics. I've got all the blood I need. So
yeah, I'm done.
Let's go and turn her in.
Well, did you bring me what I need? Hurry, the pretty blood elf boy is a goner.
God all day.
Just in time, Bellavere. I was about to start digging a hole for our friend here. My potion seems to be working. He's coming too. Yeah, I think he's trying to get your attention. Why don't you talk to him?
Embrace the shadow. We will persevere.
I'm too weak to continue. I carry a dire warning for Regent Lord Theron. In the form of a letter. You'll have to deliver it for me. Take it to Arcanus, Vandril, and Tranquillin. Find the town further to the south along this road, and go there and find Vandril.
Shorel Aran.
Oh. Okay, so that's the end of what we'll do. But let's go here, because what is this? A quest to take you to Lorthamar? Is that what you said?
No, this letter is from Lorthamar. To Tranquillin.
It's from Lorthamar. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I forget it then. You know what I also want to do?
Sure.
I want to get a thumbnail. I don't have one yet. I'm gonna get a thumbnail of the end of the Red Dead Scar with this freaking runestone in the background. I want to get this picture on. Here, kill this mob. Help me kill this mob.
I'm coming to kill this mob. Somehow I doubt you need my help.
Yeah, I'm completely naked, by the way. No gear on whatsoever.
Oh yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting that you do that. I'll kill this Rotling Marauder for you.
Oh, that's it. I got what I needed. I just wanted to get that picture without him aggroing. Paint. It's a nice little picture.
Nice. Might as well cross the Dead Scar
Quel'Thalas.
here, because we have to cross it anyway.
What do you mean?
We have to cross it to get back to Bearbreeze Village to take the flight.
Oh
to
yeah, I
Silver
see what you mean. Yeah, hold on. I'm still fixing this. What should I call it? Blood Elf Starter Zone.
Yeah,
That's the name I'll use. It's a great friggin' zone, man. Honestly.
it really is. I really enjoy this. Like, as much as you can call it, oh, it's too spread out, or it's not, you know, well put together. It's still a beautiful zone with really fun quests.
Yeah, like I said, it's just like there's something about the aesthetics of it that is really pleasing. And now it honestly makes me want to go back to Warcraft 3 again after all this time away from it and mess around with what I was working on, because it's really like just there's something heavy about the aesthetics, like this kind of green verdant grass with like these tall shrubs and these really white, like windy, odd trees. You know what I mean? Like
they're almost
something that you see.
They're almost bone trees, like they're bone white type of thing.
Yep.
They're
very odd color, and their shape is even odder. And they did a great job adding those trees to Warcraft 3, honestly.
Yep. For sure. This and Mulgore, just such great zones for me. I did them so many times in Vanilla, Beast, PvC, Wrath, and after Cataclysm, I still love them.
Mulgore. Love affair with that zone, man. I really wish they would make it so you could do the whole zone on non-Tauren.
Yeah, agreed. Absolutely.
I wonder if the same thing would happen here.
This zone is the same. I came here on my Volpera. I couldn't do Sunstrider Isle. I had to start at Falcon Wing Square.
Oh, really? That sucks.
Yeah.
It's weird. I wonder if that happened to me when I played that Drain. Oh, no, the character was a Draenei, wasn't it, that I played?
Yeah.
I can't remember. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Undead attack, did you see that?
Yeah, occasionally undead will just come and attack.
Huh. Alright, so this is the quest here.
Yeah.
Hold on, I wanted...
We will
see, I fucked it up.
Salama Ashalanore.
I should have recorded it before, I think. But that's fine, we'll just start it. You have it still, right, or what?
Yeah.
You pick it up?
I pick it up right here.
Yeah, I'm going to read it from the quest log then. Actually, I'll drop it. Let me just drop it. Pick it back up. Fly to Silvermoon. Mage, for a very modest amount of coin, I can send you swiftly through the air on one of these magnificent beasts, and it's safer than walking there, I can assure you. When you arrive in Silvermoon City, seek out Sathrin Azur Dawn in the bazaar. Speak with me once you've decided you're ready to brave the skies.
Remember the Sunwell. We will have justice.
And I just love flying on these.
Yeah, they're really iconic mount for Blood Elves, aren't they?
Yeah. Dragon Ox. Because once you leave the Alliance, these are what your flying units are in Warcraft 3. I love running through Silvermoon City's inns as a way to get from one part of it to the other. Just so
I was going to say, I was like, where are you going? I don't think it's in the inn.
No, yeah. It's through to the next part.
Yeah, it's really neat.
There's the other auction house in Silvermoon, because it's got two.
Yeah. City's really a marvel, man. You don't spend a lot of time here, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's where I keep my bank tune for that reason.
Nice.
Everything has a price.
That's quite a list you have there, friend. Let me take a look. What's this? Saitho wants all of this? Did you bring anyone with you to help take it back? It doesn't look as if you have a cart or a beast of burden with you, so I'd better send you back with only what you can carry. If you've spoken with Skymaster Bright Dawn at Fairbreeze Village, and you should get this to Saethel as soon as possible by flying back. Take these goods for final inspection to Sky Mistress Gloaming just outside Silvermoon City's Shepherd Gate.
We will have justice.
Yep. Didn't actually pick it up, but anyway, I'm not going to do that quest.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I want to do, let's go to the keep or whatever you call it. Sun Fury Spire. And we'll chat and end the video there.
Sounds good.
So there's no actual way to get out of the city from this side, huh? Yeah,
no, it's all blocked off because that was all that part past the gates here was ravaged by the scourge. So
yeah, but is there? You can't get there either, can you? Like, there's no way to actually get inside that area. There is there?
I don't think so.
I don't think there is either.
Ah, caught up like I was putting Metro on follow. Yeah, I used to, back in the day, the first thing I would ever do on any tune I created would be I would run from every capital city to every other capital city and get as many blight points in between. And then I would start my adventures, regardless of what race it was. In BC on, I'd start in the Blood Elf starting area. With Vanilla on, I'd start in Mulgore.
Right. That's pretty cool. Yeah, these are great. Oh, Murder Row. Yeah, this place always freaked me out with that name.
Yep. Plus the gear that you get as you're doing the starting quest looks really funny if it's on like a torrent or something. Oh yeah, I have grappling hook.
Oh, there's a quest. Where is that? In one of these buildings? Yeah. What is this? Oh, it's a mage quest?
Yeah. You can do it if you want.
Received an urgent message from Orgrimmar Bellavere. A renowned mage, Eureka, wants to meet you here in Orgrimmar. I'm not sure what this is about, but if I was you, I would travel to the capital as fast as possible and seek out Eureka in the Cleft of Shadows. It's just a quest to get a stupid weapon or something, probably.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. It's a mage quest to get a weapon or a helmet or robes or something like that.
Oh, here's some of the more famous characters.
Romath, and Lorthamar, Halduron Brightwing.
All right, so I'm going to segue into us talking about our experiences and how this is the end of the episode, and that there's no concrete ending to the zone, but we still, we'll go through all that. Okay.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Well, guys, that is it. Me and Cop have explored a vast majority of the zone. The zone is really something special, honestly. Unfortunately, it's a TBC zone, so there's no concrete ending. I don't know if there's not even an achievement or anything like that to finish the zone, is there?
No, there isn't. Same with any starting zone like Elwyn Forest. There's no real achievement for it, so.
Yeah. But we had a lot of fun. Tell me what's your... Cop's been a frequent patron of this area. This is actually probably my first time I've ever completed it. There's quests that I definitely don't remember doing, like those ones with the tree, the Ents or whatever. I've definitely never done those quests before. Because even if I did them in the old days, I would have tried to rush through the zone as fast as possible. So I probably would have just gotten to 10 and then moved on to like Orgrimmar or something else. So
yeah, I think my favorite part has to be the way that it in little bits and bobs it shows you how the Blood Elves have changed. How they used to be very much their forest and their rangers and they're taking care of everything. And you get into stuff like with the Trents where they had to burn a swath of the land and they have to kill the Trents to stop them from growing it back so they can keep the blight from overtaking their land. It just shows how far they've gone and what they've changed into when you start, the Blood Elf starting zone. So that's
Yeah, they actually
my
they actually
favorite.
say it like it's all about survival, right? Like early on in the playthrough, we saw those words. It's all about survival. So it's kind of crazy. I did not expect this. First of all, I did not know what I was getting myself into when we started this tonight. I thought most of what we were going to be fighting was undead. Like I do remember the few quests where you fight undead, and I thought it would be more about that than anything. But we basically like things we fought were not even close to what I expected. So I mean, if you look at it from like just a pure WoW perspective, it's almost kind of scary to think that like they had to endure the undead for so long and all that problems that arose with that, and that's not even their biggest threat right now. Like they're more threatened by these elves who dried up, like no magic, and these trolls and all that murlocs and all that other stuff. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, and it really kind of segues fairly well, honestly, into the next zone, the Ghostlands, because they at this point in the quest line, they're still not part of the Horde, and they're just trying to survive, or at least for the quests that are still back in TBC, because we see some of the quests have been updated, but most of them haven't, and they're really trying to just survive on their own, and they're barely keeping their heads above water. And Tranquillian is about them proving to the Horde that they can take care of themselves, and so that they can join the Horde. And of course, you get help from the undead and Sylvanas and all that in Tranquillian and the Ghostlands. But really, this kind of shows the desperation of the Blood Elves when they first came into the game and what they were trying to get through.
Oh, Sylvanas is in Tranquillian?
No, she's not. But she has sent a force of undead to the Ghostlands to help the Blood Elves out, so that they can purge the Blood Elf trader that is at the end of the quest line there, who basically told Arthas about the Key of the Three Moons, and in some retellings actually gave the Key of the Three Moons to Arthas, which opened up the entirety of Quel'Tha Lost, because if you remember Warcraft 2, the orcs could never penetrate Quel'Tha Lost, even though they tried, because the elves' magic was too strong. And even with the help of the Forest Trolls, they never could. The only way Arthas could get in was because he had help from the inside. And so we have to kill that traitor in order to prove to Thrall that we're worthy additions to the Horde. And Sylvanas is trying to help us with that, because she still has, that's still her people at the end of the day.
It's so great, dude. It's so great. What a freaking universe this is, man. I have to say, I think the elves are the race that interests me the most, potentially, which is like not something I would ever say about a single race, but yeah, like between high elves and blood elves, or I'm sorry, night elves and blood elves, those two characters and all their history are just freaking insane. I love it. So this was a real pleasure to take a look at it. And I do want to bring up one last time that you might not have noticed throughout the playthrough is that there's quests that talk about like leaving this land and going to Outland. And I mean, tell me what can you tell me? What can you tell everybody about that situation?
Well, at the beginning of TBC, the whole idea was that Thrall wanted to get back to Outland because there were still orcs there that were uncorrupt. And he had no way to get to Outland, but Kael'thas was already there, and Kael'thas had come back to Azeroth and brought a Naru so that his people could feed off of it, and instead of being, turned into wretched, essentially. And it was actually Kael'thas who was trying to convince Thrall to let the Blood Elves join the Horde originally. And that's why they were also like, you know what, if we can join the Horde, then we can go to Outland, we can be with Kael'thas and be with our glorious king in this absolute paradise that they had been sold a bill of goods, essentially, by Kael'thas, that's what Outland was. And even if you go to Hellfire Peninsula, the Blood Elf place, they talk about it as a pilgrimage to that tower, and how it's glorious, and they're going to, be in heaven being in Outland, being away from all their crumbling history here. So it's
understandable, relatable, right? Like you could understand that after all this nonsense that they've been through here, I could see why they'd want to leave and why Kael'thas would be able to convince them to do it. But it's just so crazy. Like, I talked about this before. I feel like that this is the same way that MOP went, TBC. Like, the start of TBC has a completely different focus for some parts of the lore, that the end of it, like, basically the exact opposite, I think, went. Like, I don't think TBC was meant to end with Sunwell, let's put it that way. And a lot of the story that took us there probably didn't end the way Blizzard would have wanted it. But that's that, guys. This is a great zone. Honestly, I got 20 levels, right? I got 20 levels with no heirlooms on. Now, we still have the 100% experience bonus, of course, but yeah, this means that when Chromie time comes out, I mean, I could easily see you getting a good, maybe like 1/4 of the entire levels bracket that you need from 10 to 50 in this zone alone. And then, of course, there's still Tranquillion, which maybe someday we'll get together and do again with these characters, because this felt like it was worth it.
Absolutely. Totally agree, buddy. I'm down for that anytime you want, so.
Great. All right, well, that's it. Thanks for watching, guys. We're going to see you in the next one.
All right, we're
Sweet.
clear. I'm going to end my stream now. And
all right.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. I sure appreciate you hanging out with us and doing the whole poor posterity thing. For me and Metro, take care. Peace.